but in the new season, the Pels rolling up the Mississippi, facing the team that won the division the last 2 seasons, the young Memphis Grizzlies. Now the clear out. Good pass. CJ. And what a... I mentioned that Zion could average 6 to 8 assists a game. Desmond Bane's going to be short. And Matt Ryan clears it out in a hurry. Now Zion.
You have to understand, that's an excellent pass. Because you have to understand who Marcus Smart is and what he's going to try and do.
He wanted the charge.
No question.
Now let's see what the Pels can do. Zion, clear path. Look out! Jaren Jackson a little bit late.
But you know what? That's going to happen. When you block shots, you're going to get caught.
Kennard coming up short. Pels on the run, a final minute of the first half. The lobs. Oh, wow! What a pass! Brandon Ingram. Zion on the receiving end.
Somebody done woke up, Joe.
Man.
Somebody done woke up.
Zion setting up against Tillman. And coming up short, follows his own. Zion now with 9 points, going along with a couple of boards. Pels back up by 10 in scramble mode. And nice take, and what a finish through contact. Jaren Jackson Jr.
That was his left hand as well.
You got it.
Let's go, Timmy.
Yep. Count it. CJ launching.
Beautiful basketball.
And his shot has got more arc than we saw last year because he's got a healthy hand.
But also, he also knows where his shots are coming from.
Brandon asking for the clear out. Zion, goodbye. Automatic. Nice seal. Now Zion. Collapse the defense. Jaren Jackson's there. How about a mid-range?
I love it. I love it.
You and I have talked about that.
Right.
Jaren Jackson lost the handle. Good D. On the run. The hot hand. CJ. He had Brandon. And Brandon's got a little 15-footer. After it. How about a putback? Zion's there. Jonas tied him up. Team rebounding. Matching the largest lead of the game at the right time with 4 to play. Zion. With Jaren Jackson. On the crossover, got there on the finish. He's up quietly to 20. Very quietly 20. Backdoor, Zion on the hammer. Man, all of a sudden he's got 23. Pels end a 5-game losing streak in Memphis and beat the Grizz on their home floor, the team with the best home record in the NBA last year. They were 35-6 here.
From the Smoothie King Center in the great city of New Orleans, it's time for New York Knicks basketball, presented by Chase. As the Knickerbockers visit the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass inside from Brunson, recognized by Zion Williamson. McCollum lines up that 3.
In that game against Memphis, McCollum had 24 points, but he made 6 threes. So he's got 5 consecutive points.
Alley-oop to Williamson. He couldn't throw it down, but he banked it home beautifully, and the Knicks are down by 8. Daniels, good contesting there from Hart. Williamson trying to get a running start, gets into the paint. That's where he is so adept.
And feline quickness by the big man.
DiVincenzo out. Another turnover. Pass back to Williamson. Williamson's going to go right at Julius Randle and throws it up and in. The turnovers are just crushing the Knicks here in this first quarter. Right now, the Pelicans defense so aggressive has the Knicks a bit out of rhythm.
So does this guy.
So strong. Very few players can match Julius Randle's strength.
And he's flaunting his omnipotence.
Williamson kicks it out in the corner. 3-2 of the corner for the Pelicans. That one goes as well. Tell you what, Hawkins, no hesitation from the rookie. Quickly drives on Hawkins. The floater won't go. And Ingram knocks it out of Mitchell Robinson's hands. Here comes Zion Williamson. A burst of speed. Count it and 1. Boy, lightning quick for the big man, and a chance for a 3-point play. Julius Randle guarding Zion Williamson. Williamson goes right at him. Scoop layup is good. Boy, the way he can adjust his body in the air at his size is incredible.
6'6", 285.
Williamson, Zion Williamson, good second effort. Banks it home. They've outscored New Orleans 19-8 so far. Zion Williamson draws the foul. Shot's good. like he takes the contact, he doesn't even feel it.
Right.
Knicks trying to get back in the game.
Zion trying to keep them out of it.
High off the glass. That is the degree of difficulty with Mitchell Robinson on you, the angle you have, and where he put the ball. Just an amazing play from Zion Williamson, who's got 16, and he's got the crowd on its feet here in their home opener.
Daniels duping.
Back out, Williamson drives inside, scoop layup again. He just glides with such a big man. He just glides to the rim like that. Oh, what a move from Zion Williamson. Randall spins and lost it. Ingram throws it ahead. Oh, Williamson right there throws it down. Finishing touches right now for New Orleans. And the Pelicans are going to go to 2-0. The Knicks will fall to 1-2.
In New Orleans, the last stop on the Warriors 3-game road trip. Third game in 4 nights and a back end of a back-to-back against the Pelicans. And the deflection. Herb Jones on the push ahead, and Steph kind of repelled that break. Got to be ready to help here. Wiggins was there, and Zion scored anyway.
So his touch around the basket is ridiculous.
Wiggins mid-range, rattling that out. Valanciunas with the rebound. Draymond got it away initially, but Zion's hands are that good to come down with it.
He's beating everybody down. You got to sprint back.
And feed Zion. Saric is going to need help. And Zion just... Could you play zone? Could you put a second guy there? What would you do?
They were a little too late on that right side when he went.
Trace Jackson Davis, he's not late. Perfectly delivered by Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is a pick and roll wizard.
Yeah, they're going to keep going to Zion on Saric.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Willie Green's going to go to that over and over and over again. Wiggins off iron. Here comes Zion Williamson. And a nice lob. That's the other part of Zion's game. He is a really good passer.
Underrated.
Curry down the lane. Moody's got an open look. And bottoms a 3.
It's just a subtle move. Hawkins lost sight of him, but he just drifted to the wing just a little bit. Make it tougher for him to get back.
Zion with that quick move, the foul, and the field goal. Wow. Didn't see a lot of Draymond Chris Paul last night, but that was a pretty play offensively as Nash Jr. hits a 3. Well, Steph was inefficient for 3 quarters last night. Brilliant in the 4th. But Zion first bucket in the second half. Willie Green and Aaron Miles and Jaron Collins, they have all seen it. Coaches for New Orleans. The brilliance of Steph Curry, Valanciunas missing, and Chris Paul, the easiest rebound of the night. And Zion Williamson just got a free one.
That's unfortunate.
Zion again, Steph on a switch. Now Valanciunas has him. High arcing shot. Valanciunas did well on that contest. There's Zion down the lane. Draymond roofed it, but it went right to Valanciunas. What about that fatigue? What about 3 games in 4 nights?
Too early in the season.
Warriors are going to come home with a perfect road trip.
For the visitors tonight, C.J. McCollum healthy. Starting at point, Jordan Hawkins getting the start in place of Brandon Ingram. Herbert Jones, Zion Williamson, and Jonas Valanciunas on the front line for New Orleans. Josh Giddey lacerating that defense. He's got 4 points in the game. OKC up 7 until Hawkins hit that 3. Speaking of 3s, Torres. A little bit strong. J-Dub couldn't get the rebound. Pelicans with pace. Hawkins again. Williamson with the offensive board over and around Holmgren for the bucket. Zion posting up at the nail, spins, elevates, got it to go.
It's a great move by Zion.
Took one dribble from the free throw line and elevated. Zion flashes to the free throw line, sprays it out. Dyson Daniels knocks down the 3. Willie Green has said it's important for him to establish an offensive identity. Does things well defensively. Zion sprays it out to C.J. McCollum. Here's Hawkins. Got into the lane, couldn't cash. Williamson fighting over Holmgren. Missed it, got the second one to go with that quick second jump, Monica.
Yeah, it's the second jump is as lethal as the first, if not more.
Here's CJ from deep, got it. McCollum makes it a 5-point contest, and he's up to 10. Here's Williamson off the Valanciunas screen. Rejected the screen. What a classy, slick finish by Williamson. Williamson out top. Guarded by Williams. For the lead. Valanciunas got it. And that's the first lead of the night for the New Orleans Pelicans. McCollum with 7 on the shot clock. Zion in traffic. It's Valanciunas. He slams it home. Man, he came over the top. He's got 14.
Yeah, that man covered some ground on that one.
Alexander, very process-oriented. He put a move on Mikal Bridges that I'm still watching. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know exactly what you're talking about.
And Williamson inside with the follow gives the Pelicans a 2-point lead. Williamson out top. Zion with 16, 8, and 5. Gonna go to work here. Nice pass underneath to Nance. Put a couple guys in the air and rolls it home.
Such great patience all around as Wiggins is behind the play, or Isaiah Joe is behind the play for the Thunder.
Jones connects from downtown on the 3 to extend the lead to 101-89. Williamson gains speed and momentum with the layup.
Good luck stopping that, baby. Woo.
Out of the timeout, Jones to Williamson, rips through, gets it back, elevates over Dort, got it back. That quick second jump, lethal, and Zion draws the foul as well.
Golly.
Here's Williamson off the stack. McCollum free for 3, butter. And it's a 4-point lead for the Pelicans. And that'll do it. Willie Green's team finds itself in the second quarter. And that is the largest comeback win in the NBA this season after being down by 22 points.
It is a magnificent weekend in the Big Easy, and hopefully a couple of wins tomorrow at the Dome, like tonight at the Smoothie King Center. Last game of a brief homestand for the Pels, taking on for the first time this season a team that has given them problems in recent seasons, and that's the Atlanta Hawks. And the last time they matched up, it was in Atlanta, or it was actually here in New Orleans. 116-107 Pels, but Bogdanovich had 22 and made 5 threes. So got to account for him at all times. What about CJ? Yes! Pels by a half dozen.
That's the definition of gravity, Joe. You can see teams load up. Boxes and elbows are covered right now. Now you got to be ready to shoot.
For sure. It makes it so much easier.
Right. It's easy. You slide to the corner. You slide to the corner. Give him an out.
DeJounte Murray. Load up. Got a good job. Matt Ryan without fouling. There you go, over the top. Hey! The right guy is there.
That's a great pass. Great job of Dyson Daniels of advancing that basketball. That's trust.
Zion looking for space, so they clear out. But you see the way they're guarding him. He got there anyway.
Again, when he comes back in the game, it's almost like he's taking the mental data that he needs to understand how he needs to attack.
It wasn't meant for Jalen Johnson. Zion, take your time. Oh, man. On the windmill.
Here's your energy power play. Can we actually pick anything else? Joe, this is off a vertical. This is off a vertical. That's not half bad.
The challenge. And Zion comes up with a 50-50. Zion 1 on 5. Rolls it home.
I tell you what, when he gets going downhill, his ability to contort his body but still remain in control.
The team that I grew up with, they were the St. Louis Hawks then. Big Blue, number 9, Bob Pettit, mid-range. There you go.
It's a good read by Zion as well.
Zion up against Johnson. He'll take it himself. Good decision.
You know what you like about that, though? Jonas got off the block, right? He took Clint Capella out of the play.
Zion being held up by a Congo. Got to the rack. Low to shoulder. CJ on the trap. Means Zion's going to the hole. With contact, he finishes. He's up to 21 points now and 7 of 11. Zion curled it home off the window. Zion trying to set it up to get inside of the spin. And over Capella. Back to a 10-point deficit, but inside of 4 to play now. It's over in New Orleans, and the fourth quarter was the difference as they outscored the Pels 41-23, and it got away.
It is game 3 of a 4-game homestand. Takes place tonight at Ball Arena. The Denver Nuggets in a Western Conference matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans.
5-2 Nuggets. Hawkins. And Hawkins knocks it in. So that's Jordan Hawkins. Now Zion over Ryan. And Ryan knocks it in.
He ain't going to do anything but sit out there and shoot threes.
Christian Brown launches top of the key. Short.
1 of 11 from the three-point line.
Contested 3. That's good. Timeout Denver.
Now, this group doesn't have any offensive energy right now.
And scoring inside easily.
Yeah, that's just
Zion Williamson
trying to use power. And good defense on that first one.
And off Zion going left. Long range, in and out and back in again. Dyson Daniels, the second-year man from Australia. 15 assists. Just 2 turnovers for the Pelicans. And that's another 3.
I mean, that's
Hawkins.
This is right now you're running on the sublime because you've let them get hot and confident.
Peyton Watson. Oh, and the layup rolls off. Zion's got it. Here he comes. And he drops it in.
Left hand. There he goes. See, he gets just a half step on you. He's so big, is so springy, and he goes quick to that left hand.
Jokic has it. He wanted to get the ball to CB, but he wasn't open.
Oh. Gillespie had it for just a second. And I think he tried to dribble out of it, and Zion just too strong.
Oh, calling Gillespie free throw is good. Remember, that kid didn't play until last Saturday as Williamson is inside.
See, he gets it so deep. He's so big and strong.
Ryan drops it home.
Well, ran him off the 3, made him force him into a little tougher shot.
Now Zion yo-yoing outside. Inside, they knock it away. Zion turn, no. Zion got it.
But again, they stopped him.
Strother for 3, no good. He rushed it a little bit. Now Zion's got it.
Hawkins.
They close out on Hawkins, and he knocks it in.
Gillespie trying to help Zion. The weak side's got to see that and then see who the shooters are.
Strother off the screen. Strother in the lane, short. Williamson.
So you got short on the shot by Strother and then just kind of jogged back, and Williamson, that's where he's dangerous. They've stifled him in the half court a little bit. Oh, KCP. There's a screen. He didn't switch. And again, I said, you just check back in the game and your body and your head's not into it.
Now Zion is going left.
He's just going to get to that left, and he quick rolls you with that finger roll layup. I was talking with people from Chicago, and he said they're just amazing what Joker's doing to start the season after the great summer he had.
And now Williamson, 128-114. Zion leaning in, puts it away.
He just gets deep, and he wants to jump into it, but he's always going to go back to that left.
The Nuggets, 134. The Pelicans, 116.
From the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the streaking 4-3 Rockets roll into their first ever in-season tournament game on this bright red floor, looking for their 5th win in a row as they face the 4-4 New Orleans Pelicans. Zion with the step as he blew right by Tate. Powerful drive to the hoop there for a very powerful player. Oh, and that drops. Boy, it's a steady diet of Zion here early on. Zion. Oh, wow. Tate took a bit of an elbow. Zion followed his own miss, got the rebound, and put it back up and in. How about Jalen Green? 46+% from 3 on the year, and Zion Williamson back in and scores the ball again right at the rim.
And what's tough about Zion is you naturally want to back up when you're guarding a driver. His touch is incredible.
So he's got 14.
Withdraw action for Alp. Zeller really working. Oh, that's it. Oh, goodness.
Tari Eason.
He's got to take his time. Yeah, he got to take his time. I don't know how he saw Tari cut.
And Zion Williamson's first points in quite some time after dominating the early stages of this game. Holiday comes in, goes to the right hand, threw it up, no good, can't get the rebound.
Well, when you defend, you're going to always give yourself a chance in ball games.
Williamson. And that goes through as he stepped towards the baseline. So he's 22 points now for Zion Williamson. Their run is 11-2. Green goes right at Hawkins, and it is blocked. The help defense there by Ingram. Into Zion Williamson. Both ends of the floor. Ingram getting it done. Williamson with a flush. Zion on Green. Up top. Off of the corner. Ingram over Brooks. Good. Another big-time make from distance for Ingram. Dylan Brooks.
My goodness.
1 second to go. Get it inbounded. They do it to Van Fleet. Back door. And the Bucks survive. Fred Van Fleet led the way down the stretch as the Rockets close the game on an 11-3 run and win for the 5th consecutive time.
Looking down on New Orleans next to the cavernous Superdome is Smoothie King Center, where the Mavericks are for 2 straight games, playing tonight and Tuesday. Jones from Luka. 37% on threes this year. Jones has missed a couple early in the game. Great train to the basket.
And when you have so many rotational guys that are out, it's really hard to be successful in this league.
It strains your depth at that point. You have to go farther down into the roster. This is good passing, and it leads to Zion flushing. For 3. Nope. Hardaway misses. Zion operating off the bounce inside. Nice touch in the end by Williamson. And Daniels hits the floor after he lost the ball. Robinson Earl with the drive. Zion with a putback. Powell back to Kyrie after faking the handoff out top. Oh, Kyrie falls down. Tips it to Josh Green. Got a 3 away, but missed it. Hawkins wants to go back-to-back from downtown. Marshall offensive rebound. Excellent pass to Zion for a putback dunk.
I love how in unison Kyrie and Luka are right now.
71 combined points the other night against the Clippers at 39 and counting right now as Valanciunas rolls to the basket.
As we see another 3.
Right off the inbounds
pass.
Right
off the inbounds pass. Whatever his dad told, maybe I need to take some, to work on my 3-point shot, get my right arm in the proper position because he is on fire.
Valanciunas makes his second 3 of the game. Irving up to 28 points. And he looks for another 3. That was a heat check moment because he is sizzling hot. And right as the double team comes, Zion with a pass and score the basket. It went in, that is, even though it was goaltended.
That's really taking advantage of the lack of defensive presence they have as Zion lays the ball up, just not putting up a lot of defensive resistance.
Zion finishes the alley-oop. Pair of missed free throws for Lively. That's what Zion did a moment ago as well. Hawkins. Well, he certainly has the tools to be a good shooter at this level because he was 39% in leading UConn to the title last year. Pelicans certainly were able to change the look of the score in the last 2 or 3 minutes of garbage time, but this was an outstanding second half performance by Dallas en route to victory number 8 in 10 games this year, Devin. As they say here in New Orleans, laissez les bon temps rouler. Dallas hopes the good times roll tonight as they take on the Pelicans again at Smoothie King Center.
Do you really want to give up a challenge this early in the game when it's 7-4 and you lose potentially, you're down to 1 challenge for the rest of the game?
I do think you really bring up a good point on that. I guess
The counter argument, as we're discussing it here, as Jones scores. Despite winning that challenge, now the Pelicans have gone on a 6-0 run. This one is about to be 8-0. Zion won't lose it this time, which he did earlier, and ends up with the reverse dunk. Exum's last couple of games have been quite productive. 8.6 assists in 18 minutes against the Clippers. Had 6 points in 13 minutes against the Pelicans on Sunday night. Williamson to the glass. Grant Williams screening. That second defender heads out to Luka. Luka moves the ball to Williams in the 4-on-3 situation, looking for the bank shot in the paint. Matt Ryan clears the glass. Williamson up ahead, and a wide open three is good for Jordan Hawkins.
And he put up 12 threes last game.
Wow. Herb Jones, though, responds defensively. He breaks up the lob intended for Jones and then brought it up the floor. Oh, and Williamson, he started moving and still caught the pass by Jones and took it to the cup. A double Valanciunas in the post. To the other post, Zion, inside out basketball. Herb Jones for three. And again, the Pelicans get a ball into the middle of the zone defense. And it's a lead for Zion from Valanciunas. Williams goes under the defense. Grant pulls up in the paint and does not get the roll. You know, Chase, the kid standing in front of us, I could just read, reading his body language. Wow, Zion alley-oop, reading his body language on that last possession. And the frustration of the fact that New Orleans was able to get to the ball into the middle of the zone defense.
As we see another turnover, it's hard to keep that ball out of the middle as they throw another lob to Zion. Hello!
Wow. Ball deflected, but still made its way up to the floor, and Daniels throws the lob, and Zion finishes. Dyson Daniels is open, and that three is good with 2.8 left in the third.
Kind of reminds me of when Luka got kicked out because he accidentally kicked the ball in the stands. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Well, I didn't like that. That's just Zion. I didn't like that either.
No.
Seen a lot of that tonight. Seth Curry from half court at the end, and the game is over with the Pelicans winning 131-110.
Start of a busy weekend for the Pels. They're going to take on for the second time this season the defending NBA champions. A team that's taken 9 of their first 11, the Denver Nuggets. Jokic. He'll take the three. Long
You're going to have to live with that.
Yes.
I would much rather have Jokic out there than doing damage inside.
Zion asking for it against Aaron Gordon, trying to back him down. Is the double coming? No.
See, here's the thing. I'm going to say it again, Joe. He got wherever he wanted to get on Aaron Gordon on November 6th.
And a great play by Dyson. Took it away. Now Jokic trying to stay in front of him. How about that pass? Zion on the finish. Early offense.
This is what I meant by setting the tone, Joe. Off the jump. Defense to offense.
That was 5 of 5. Brandon down in the box. Jokic comes into the equation. Can you make it and bring him away? Hard off the heel, but Brandon's got a second chance. How about that pass to Zion? Yes! Saw him cut to the basket. And a timeout for Mike Malone. Entry. There you go. Now clear. Zion, good ball fake. Perfect pass. Right. Zion with a dive.
Dyson did a great job of cutting through and then putting himself in the dunker zone. So that way, if Reggie Jackson came to help, it's an easy drop-off.
Zion, a three.
I like it.
Bring him away from the basket.
He's been working on it.
Right.
He's after practice. He's working on it.
Zion. He'll take the pick to get the swing.
Yeah, if they're going to switch that, Zion's making great reads off of that.
Nice dive.
They need to stay with that because if they're going to switch that with Nikola Jokic on the Zion, he can get wherever he wants to get on the floor and create opportunities for his teammates. Space out. Give him room. Give him room.
And Z's got it.
Give him room.
All the way to the hole.
You, Joe.
Contact underneath. They're letting him play.
Don't want to go too early. No matter what, you either go into halftime, go in at the end of the first, up 5 or more.
Whoa, deep three, Matt Ryan. Got it! Another assist for Zion as he built the wall, but as you said, did they go too early?
They can't guard him, Joe.
Little flip, going to the line.
They cannot guard this man.
And that was an ISO right up top against Zeke Naji.
They don't have a matchup for him.
Matt Ryan shares it. Zion will he spin to the baseline. Shares it with Naji. How about a 3-ball? Got it. Good look.
Let the game breathe.
Yeah, let's.
Right. Let the game breathe.
Porter, he's looking for 3. And again, Herb did a great job. Now his man stronger. Zion at the other end. And goes to the line, counted on the goaltender. It was going in anyway.
I'll tell you what, that is a great pass by Dyson Daniels.
And Zion gets the touch. Up against and all the way to the hole. He's got to touch it.
If he gets that ball with Nikola Jokic on him, he is going to get where he wants to get on that floor.
Zion shares it, Brandon. Three, yes.
It's a great
Another
pass.
assist, his 7th of the game. Zion's got Brown. And the corner three. Man,
I'll tell you what, those threes that Najee are hitting, those are huge.
Jackson wants the pick. He got the switch. He got the cut. Blocked away by Zion. Jokic on a clear out. He got Jonas out of position and blew the opportunity. What a miss. Don't see that very often. On the run, Zion floats it home, right by Brown.
And again, what won't show him in the stat sheet is that screen that Herb Jones just set.
Right, Jokic staying there. Zion goes to the line. Little mid-range action. And the Pels with consecutive wins on their home floor. Start of a busy week for the Pels. In fact, 4 games over the next 6 days. Starts tonight. Really difficult test as the Pels face one of the hottest teams in the NBA, Sacramento Kings. It'll be Zion on the dribble handoff. Gets there.
The thing is, me and David Wesley were just talking about this. They don't have a matchup physically for Zion.
Now deep into the shot clock. It'll be Zion with another dribble handoff. Dyson sees it. It's deep. And so is he. Starts 3 for 3. Pels by 6 early. Nice up fake. And thrown away. No. Herb's got it. Dyson finds him. And Zion.
He's a matchup problem. He's a matchup problem.
Especially when De'Aaron Fox is on his hip.
Physically for them.
Now, Dyson. They're in the zone. Zion beats the zone.
He ain't getting that one.
Beats the zone. It's even at 31. And Zion's up to 6 with a couple of boards. Zion got by McGee. Yeah, that's a tough matchup for him too.
I'm gonna tell you what you hear all the time. All you got to do is fill in the blank when you guard Zion.
Zion finger rolls it home.
Telling you, they can stay with that. They similar to what we saw against Denver. Put him into action.
Zion again.
Put him into action.
And
exactly.
Scoops it.
Right.
That was not easy, that scoop off the window. He's now in double figures with it and making a dozen. Najee's got Dyson running on the baseline. Waiting for Zion. And he'll get there again.
I'll tell you what. Right now, Z putting him in the torture chamber.
He's got 14.
He is putting them in the torture chamber.
Mid-range, Sabonis.
That's a shot you want him taking.
You know, around the rim, he is so
He's got
good.
an early post up right here for Z.
Up against Harrison Barnes as he spins into the paint.
Yeah.
Slices his way home. 13-0 run for the Pels. Zion, runner-up Barnes. Go home. Take it home again. 10-point game. De'Aaron Fox up behind the screen. Dyson stays in front. Step back. Nice.
Good job of getting rebounded.
Yeah, Cody accounting for Sabonis and Brandon. Gang rebounding.
Here's the double.
You got it. Zion reverses it.
Do I need to say this again? There's nothing right now that Harrison Barnes can do to guard Zion Williamson.
Not a good matchup. Sabonis trying to spin. Zion takes it away and continues the play. What a grab.
Great play. Great play.
Timeout, Mike Brown. Sabonis taken away by Zion. Don't quit on the play, and he didn't. Pels don't have numbers. Good idea, Herb. Zion setting it up. Herb deserves it. He's got it. Long two. Foot on the line. Good passing. And Sabonis is short. Zeller making the most of his opportunity. Cody doing a good job off the bench. Zion reading. Oh, Jose, how about a three? Got it! Welcome back, buddy. Good minutes for Zeller tonight. Backing up Jonas. Zion, see you later. Got there.
Just too big, too strong, and too skilled.
24 for Zion on 11 of 14. See you later. Go ahead, Zion. Whatever you like. Yes! And the Pels will bounce back after a bitter one a couple of nights ago when they lost by point and led by 14 with 8 to play. Pels looking for consecutive wins over a top 5 team of the Western Conference as they match up once again. Same old song and dance. It's the Sacramento Kings.
Here's your switch. Boxes and elbows.
And Brandon.
Boxes and elbows.
He's hit his last 6. He was 5 of 5 on his triples just a couple of nights ago. Guys pass up, as you and I both know. The 2s looking for the 3. Zion all the way to the hole.
I tell you, if they're going to switch that in the middle with Domas Sabonis, Zion needs to continue to attack that.
Good pass down to the box. Wait for clear. Zion. Yes, he'll get the roll.
I was gonna say, there has to be a foul.
He got tapped on the way by. It'll be wrong guy.
Yeah.
And a break. Now the loose stuff, Najee picks it up. Pels only down 5, despite a struggle at the offensive end early. Zion, here comes the double. He blasts past Lyles and goes to the line. Man, lower the dribble.
Man, lower your dribble, lower your shoulder.
Zion up against Lyles. It'll be Brandon. How about a little mid-range? Okay.
Okay, what am I? You know me, Joe. I am all in favor of any offensive set where BI doesn't have to take a lot of dribbles. They're fighting the shot clock again.
Yeah, end of the shot clock. Herter with Sabonis. Barnes saw it, squared up, and looked like it was in. Najee on the boards.
Here comes the double.
Yeah.
Too late.
It'll be
too late.
All the way to the right.
I tell you what, if you gamble, it's a wrap.
He had a good seal out there. Zion, Larry, what a finish. Nice pass. That was seamless.
And this ain't a bad offensive quarter either, Joe.
That was seamless. Zion up at the top.
Yeah, great shit. Throw that up to him. Throw it up to him. Zion had position down there, and when they don't have size down there, there's no JaVale McGee, right? There's no Domas Sabonis. You can see Zion saying, throw it up.
Herb. Dyson wanted to go back inside. 10 on the shot clock. Z. Go for it. He will.
I tell you what, man.
Get out of the way.
You want to talk about back-to-back games of putting cats in the torture chamber.
2-possession game. A lot of time left.
So watch what Zion's looking at right now.
Yeah. Going to the hole. Didn't get the roll. Back at it. Nice.
Throw it up and go get it. You know where it's going.
We'll see what the Pels come out with. Zion sets it up. Beautiful look. Jose got it. Back up by 3. Jose the double figures off the bench. 10 points, 3 steals. Zion, here comes Sabonis. Spins, gets there, gets the roll. Back up by a couple.
It's the patience right there by Zion.
Jose clears space. Zion, little flip, gets the roll.
And you know what we were just saying when we went to the last timeout? The one that Zion threw to Larry, you got to shoot that.
Right.
Your touch is too nice around that rim. You have to find that soft spot in the zone. Right there. Right there.
It'll be Najee. 3 ball. Yes! 2-point game.
Najee's played fantastic.
Najee. Zion, quick first step.
Go quick.
He got there.
Right.
And rolls it home.
Go quick.
We're back to a 3-point game.
It's a completely different game when he's decisive and he makes a quick decision when he catches that basketball at that foul line area.
Brandon Ingram with Zion. 2-man game off the pick. He's going to the hole. Hold on the finger roll.
You know how I am, Joe.
What a take to the rack.
Joe, you know my thought process. Put your 2 best players in action and live with the results. And when you saw this 6-game homestand, you saw how difficult it can be. To end this 4-2 and lose one of those 2 on a last-second shot by Karl-Anthony Towns with no Zion, you have to be very, very pleased with the way this 6-game homestand played itself out.
After a successful homestand, Pels back on the road. The scene, feel like Dragnet, downtown LA. Gannon and Friday here as the Pels match up for the first time this season with the Los Angeles Clippers.
You can say what you want to about James Harden. The one thing that he is really good at, he was great at it last year with Joel Embiid. He is a great pick and roll player.
How about that pass?
Zion.
And if they're going to have Zion, man on Zion, you got to go to the box occasionally.
Oh, no, it's going to happen.
Good passing. Great pass. Jonas got the triple. Pels by a half dozen. And the Pels now are 6 of 7 from the field. Paul George. Air ball.
Great D by Dyson.
Straight up and down.
Right. Over the top.
Yep. Coming in is Kawhi Leonard. And go to the line.
Yes, sir.
Perfect pass.
You know what we talked about with Sacramento? That's a tough matchup for Terrence Mann.
Jonas looks good. Man, good play by Jonas. Rotation. Now Zion coming up. And he'll go by Paul George. Got contact. Played right through it.
That's an understatement.
Thank you. 11-point lead. Zion shut off the pass. Herb on the wing. Got it. That's big. Down to 8. It's back to double figures thanks to that guy. Russell Westbrook. Wedge. Larry's got it. And they're getting it out in a hurry. It's Hawk again if he wants it. Hawk's available. Rhythm dribble. Got it.
Come on, Hawk.
Hawk's on a roll, and he's flying in L.A.
You know, I love the fact that Zion didn't force that.
Zion 2 for 5 so far. Behind a wall. And soft touch off the window. Pels back up by 15. Zion. He's now 3 of 6. He's got 5 dimes to go along with 7 points. 17 on the shot clock. And let's see what Pels ATO is out of the timeout. Zion. And he got it away anyway. And Harden from behind.
With James Harden with his hand on that ball.
Clear out. Zion up against P.J. Tucker. Trying to back his way down. And they let him go. And Zion gets the best of him. He's into double figures.
Right. Zion can just be patient. He can just be patient.
Zubac's good rotation by Zion.
And that's what I'm saying. You have to be okay with that.
Anderson air ball. The lob. Zion. Good adjustment.
It's a great pass by Brandon Ingram.
Yes. 4-point game, 9.5 to play in the third. Zion on the run. Man, little flip works.
Excellent job of body control and avoiding the charge as well.
It's amazing the way he slipped off to the side.
P.J. Tucker stepped in and was in a charge position, and Zion floated out of bounds toward the stanchion as opposed to toward the player.
Here comes the pick. Going back to Zubac. Dyson rotated. And on the deflection, good job, Zion. Zion coming up. The lob from Brandon. He's there.
And you know what?
Even at 67, timeout clips. Clear out. Zion.
That shot right there,
you
Joe.
got it.
That shot.
Yep.
That's the shot that I was talking about. If P.J. Tucker's going to back up and he's inside that restricted area or have his heels on a restricted area and he's waiting on you, raise up right there.
Zion's got space up against Zubac. A little strong. Kept alive. Zion back at it.
He got it.
Going to the line. Looking for the three-point play. Did you want to switch off of Tice? No. Let him go against Tice. Zion puts the Pels on top. He's got 23, 87-85. Z on the spin. Going to the line. How sweet was that move?
If they're going to see, we continue to see teams keep doing this, right? We saw Jokic switch on to him. We saw Sabonis switch on to him. And now they're switching Daniel Tice on to him. I tell you what, in the words of Shaquille O'Neal, you put a big on that man, it's barbecue chicken, Joe.
10 on the shot clock.
Herb Jones got to be ready to shoot.
Zion coming up short and rips it back. Gets the ball. Took it away from Harden. Bully ball. 34 seconds to play. Timeout clips. It'll be Norman Powell on the flyby. And that's one of the few he missed. Tapped by Larry and take it away. That's it.
Hey.
Pels are now 2 games over the 500 mark and beat the Clippers. And an exclamation point. It's the final game of the road trip for the Pels as they try to make it 2 out of 3 on their journey out west, facing Utah for the 2nd consecutive time. This is Brandon. Yeah, Zion on the opposite side. That's where Dyson's going. Yeah, spin to it.
Like that.
Beautiful pass.
Like that.
Beautiful
right?
pass.
That's exactly what I'm referencing. And this is what they didn't have on Saturday night. They didn't have someone to keep constant pressure on that rim.
Here comes Collins instead of Fontecchio.
They're going to come double.
Man, the spin to the baseline's a good one.
Joe, I don't know a whole lot. But I know what it looks like when a team doesn't have rim protection out there.
I've been there with you. Hawk launches. Got another triple.
Great play.
So the play out of the timeout, you said it. It was for Hawk.
Where's the double coming from, Joe? Where's it coming
against
from?
Olynyk. He beat him with a spot, flops.
There you go.
They're beautiful. 10, 12-footer.
And here's the thing. When you put him in the middle of the floor, it's a lot tougher to double team from the middle of the floor.
Nice take. Off the window. High soft touch.
I think we continue to see this. If they're going to put centers on Zion, that's exactly the way that needs to be his approach.
First step was a fast one. Right by him. Kessler. What a pass. He was going 100 miles an hour, though. Now Hawk is available if they want him in the corner. The lob.
Great pass, Jose.
Saw him all the way, didn't he?
Great pass.
He had options. Clarkson misses the runner. Yeah, he got away on on the dive.
Now you got to go.
Right, pace for Zion. Zion going to the glass, glasses it in.
And you know,
5-point game, 6 unanswered.
It's little things that won't show up in the stat sheet. That's a great screen in transition by Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram. Let's see if they get it back to him. Tried to, and it's a turnover. No, it isn't. Brandon got it right back, leaves it for the right guy. It's all even. Brandon, instead of the 3, now you're all the way down. Zion on a spin, up against Montecchio. Good pass. Jonas, patience pays off. Can you get one more stop? Jonas on the block. Soft touch.
Too easy.
Soft touch for the big fellow over 6'7", 6'8", John
And the
Collins.
thing is, they're going to switch that pick and roll with Jonas and Zion, and that's a different read by Zion. Here's the switch.
Look at the eyes on him. Dyson got him out of position. Zeal try a 3. Got the 3. Pels by 1. Zion's with he's 2 of 3 from beyond the arc this season. He's got 17. Hawk with an answer. Got it.
That's a big shot.
Huge.
He does such a good job. He does such a good job at screening action and then popping out and getting his feet set.
Zion shares it. Naj on the run with her. Now you got shot clock considerations. Got to take it. And Zion will. Right by Olynyk all the way to the rack. Down to 3. Zion up to 24. Zion and can't relax. Olynyk trying to take it.
You got to see the ball. Look at where
they're going to call it
that's
block.
an and 1.
Yes.
That's an and 1.
Zion right through the contact. Olynyk was moving. Brandon got a good look. Capitalizes. Good play on the timeout.
That's very similar to the play the Utah Jazz just made.
So Herb brings it in. Hawk is out there with Brandon, Zion, and Najee. And can you tie it or take the lead on a triple? It's going to come into Zion. He's going to go right away and set it up. It's Brandon. Brandon inside the arc. Not close. Najee after it. And saved on the baseline. Nah, it's over. Didn't get it up in time anyway. So Brandon took the long 2. And it's 2 straight for Utah in the season series.
Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. As the Pels are back home, they start a very busy stretch tonight. 4 games over the next 6 days. And it begins with a team that is right now 3rd in the Eastern Conference. A red-hot Philadelphia 76ers squad with Morris.
And you can see the thought process by Nick Nurse. It's to space the Pelicans out.
Right. Poured in. And a little flip. Nice move. Lower that shoulder. But I like Zion finding the other big to big. Zion sizing it up. He's got a path, but shares it. Now the 3. CJ, welcome back, brother. 9-point game.
I love the way Zion's playing right now.
Zion against Tobias Harris. Sizing it up. And he's going to get by Harris. Got there.
But the thing is, D'Anthony Melton is slow on the rotation because the next guy over is C.J. McCollum.
Right.
Here's the zone that I call going to the timeout.
So now get to the middle of the zone. Got Jonas at the high post. Zion's going to beat it himself. Ooh, beautiful dive. Got it!
See, that's a dime, bro. Man. That's a dime. Because he was actually at the rim.
First down. Good one. Zion got there.
When Zion catches that ball in the lane, you know something good is going to happen. That's back-to-back possessions. Last time, great dime to CJ. This time, he's right at the front of the rim.
Deep into the clock now. Zion. See you later.
Got a running start.
And he's going to the line.
He got a running start. And I think the best thing that may have happened on that play is for Zion to fall.
The two with Marcus Morris. He lost it. He gave it away on his own, going to his weak hand. CJ on his hesitation. Leaves it off. Good decision.
It's a great pass.
Zion, good hands. Zion on the handoff. They get home.
I'll tell you, and the thing about Paul Reed, he is not accustomed to guarding somebody like Zion.
Herb, beautiful pass. Zion on the hammer. Herb on the beautiful dime. That's 18 assists now. Going to be Herb, corner 3. And Najee's there. Back at it. Couldn't finish. And will it quit? Nope. Nice pass.
It's a great pass by Najee.
It's close quarters and he gets it done. And Zion for the big guy, who got shoved by Marcus Morris.
That is so difficult to guard, especially when they're small like that.
Zion stayed with it. He'll get it, and he's going to the line. They almost took it away.
Right.
Zion leaves Gets it. Plenty of time with the shot clock.
You got to find right in the soft spot of the zone. Right there.
Zion's got
right there.
And off the glass.
Yep. Zion
they hit him in stride. Maxey didn't expect it there. It's going up. End of the shot clock. And underneath. Going to be picked up by Zion. Zion out of the lob. He needs it. He's done everything else.
It's exciting.
He's got 10 in the quarter alone. CJ, sideline trap. And that'll do it. Pels by a dozen. Jonas up to 19 and 5. 10 in the shot clock. CJ. And nice setup, Jonas. Zion on the finish. Zion is 11 of 11. He's got a season-high 32, or make it 33 tonight. So the Pels up against a team that had taken 8 of the previous 10 from them, but they were missing their best player, the league MVP, Joel Embiid. Took care of it early.
Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans, all brought to you by Smoothie King as the Pels continue on this long, extended homestand. Second and last game of the homestand. And now it starts a busy stretch, though, for the Pels. Don't forget, it's 4 games over the next 6 nights, and then hopefully a trip to Las Vegas.
See, those guys are going to get wide open shots. They're going to get wide open shots playing with Zion. See, they're just putting different guys in the screen right here with Zion.
Zion splits it and follows his own.
He can get anything he wants on this floor right now, Joe.
Only a 1-point lead now for the Pels. Zion had a steam and
Joe,
on the reverse.
When I tell you, if you put Zion in the middle of the floor, that he can get what he wants. This is what I'm referring to.
And a little bit too fast. Trey Jones turns it over. Get it to Zion. Not a bad idea. Points off the turnover.
I think it's safe to say the energy's in the building, Joe.
Now Zion on the spin. Perfect pass. Once again.
He's playing with a nice patience when he gets in that lane. Again,
right. Great
Zion they are killing them with this simple 4-5 or 5-4 pick and roll.
Now inside of 10. On the spin. Blocked away. Zion got it before it got to the glass. Herb with Brandon if he wants him. And it's taken away. Keldon Johnson got back in time.
So, and again, we saw Willie do this in the first half. So you put the ball in Zion's hands in the middle of the floor. Right.
How did he get that one? That's a tough angle. Pels had their biggest lead of the game at 13.
See, it'll be interesting to see who they put in the screening action here. Because you can look where Bassey's at.
Trey, is he due?
He's got it. He ain't gonna stop shooting. Ain't no way he's gonna stop shooting.
He is now 2 for 7 on his triples and 5 of 10 overall. It'll be Vassell. Jonas kept it away. So Jonas already got a double-double. He's got 24 and 12 with that board. Trey, catch and shoot time. Got it!
I love his confidence. I love his confidence.
And I love his smile. Zion waiting to read him. Good pass. Trey, give him a dime.
Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey.
Timeout pop. So the Pels go on the road. They're now overall 11 and 9.
Alex Caruso heroically sent the Bulls to overtime Thursday. Ayo Dosunmu delivered at his first start of the season, and now the Bulls ride into a meeting with Zion, Williamson, and the Pelicans. Perhaps their most spirited win of the season against one of the best teams in the NBA and the Bucks. Now the Bulls welcome in the Pelicans to the UC.
Zion got a switch. He goes to the corner for Jose Alvarado. Battling an ankle injury now a couple of times this year. Alvarado knocks it down. Here's a shooter, and Hawkins hits another.
I'll tell you what, listen, I don't know if they watched the scout report on this kid or saw him in college last year. He can flat out shoot the basketball. I told you, it looked like Ray Allen out there.
Zion driving and scoring out the window.
And if you're Patrick Williams of the Bulls, you need to play him for the drive.
Trying to post on Patrick Williams. They work it to him here. Zion backing down and scoring.
That's a tough matchup in the post.
Deficit at 8 now for the Bulls. Zion turns the corner. He gets the bucket plus a foul.
They'll run the same play.
Zion came up to the same spot at the elbow. Marshall with a wild shot in that boot, puts it out of there. Marshall reaching for him, and Zion
I'll tell you what, there's 4 white jerseys got to come up with that ball. Got to come up with that ball. Oh, no. Yeah, they got to stop that switching. You got to play him straight up and then get help from Vooch. You don't want to put Vooch on the island out there with Zion by himself.
Smart pressing out on Zion. Here's Hawkins getting to the mid-range. A floater comes up short. But a second chance for the Pelicans. Zion scores.
Yeah. You can't give him a second chance.
Zion, the handoff from Valanciunas. Drummond, Hubbard to provide help. Marshall out of the corner.
He didn't really receive that pass clean. Get that shot off.
It was kind of standstill, throwing it up there. Ingram backing down on Kobe. They sag off of Zion. Zion goes to work to the right.
Yeah, you got to pick him up. They sent him to the left that time. They got to close that gap. You can't get to those little bitty cracks. He's just too explosive.
Mark getting his too, like we've said, 24. Here's Zion to the rim.
I don't know why they keep switching that. Stay big on him. As soon as he saw Kobe White on, he went right to the rim.
Williamson drives by White, finishes, and it's down to 4.
So they're getting cross mats, and they're getting Zion Williams from the matchups that they want. They've got to stay on their guys. And you can drive home safely, Chicago. Be beat. 2-game winning streak, Bulls Nation.
Following a long break over the weekend, Pels get ready for a very busy week. Challenge right away to start things off, facing a team that has got the best record in the NBA, the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's Cat's game, by the way, right there.
Yeah, he's a matchup nightmare. He is a matchup nightmare.
He's shot 50% from 3 already 10 times this year. Last season did it 8. There you go. Right to the rack.
And again, that's pace, though. They're getting the ball up quickly. What you said earlier, Joe, was 100% correct.
6-0 run. Dyson for 3. Yes! Required. And it's all even. It's Melton, and he can shoot. That's a break, because he was wide open that time. Notch with the rebound. Trey, that's a test. There's Zion. Back at it.
Hey, that's a vertical leap right there, Joe. Because he grabbed that ball off. No step.
Right. Jose, how about a runner? Zion's there to finish it off. He beat Naz Reid to the position on the block. 40 seconds left in an entertaining first 12. Anderson slow-mo. Blocked away by Zion. Now Zion, 4.5 to play in the half with the dribble handoff. Gobert staying in the paint. And beautiful play by Zion, softly off the window.
And what I like about that play is he spun away from Rudy Gobert.
Zion, another handoff. Going to get into the paint. Slicing his way to the cup. Didn't get the roll. And picked up by Conley, thrown away by Conley. Zion right back at it. Points off a turnover, and that's rare early in this game.
And that's Jonas trusting Zion right there.
McDaniels on his way down. Good job by Brandon Ingram without fouling and defending really well. Dyson with Zion. Nice passing. Good quick touches.
I love the way Zion's playing right now.
Zion on the spin.
Whoa!
What a finish!
And at that time, he actually spun to Rudy Gobert. That's pretty impressive.
Foul is on Gobert. So they got him out, but he got a first minute of the second half.
When you have a guy who puts constant pressure on the rim like Zion does, it makes life very, very difficult for Rudy Gobert.
Converts on the three-point play. So now the Pels with their biggest lead of the game at 10. Waiting for the pick. Zion. Pass Gobert. He knew the rebound was available.
But I love that play. You know, we talk about all the time when Zion and Jonas, when you put them in a 4-5 screening action, sometimes Zion will try and make that pass. Now they're in the zone again. If you can find Zion in the weak area.
Up against Naz Reid on the spin. Karl Anthony Towns came over late. 22 points for Zion on 9 of 13 from the field. On the front, middle of the zone. And do they get out of the zone? Zion by Reid.
They can't stop him, Joe.
Little floater.
They can't stop him right now,
24
Joe.
24 and counting.
And he's playing like he has something on his mind, and I love it.
Zion against Naz Reid. Here comes Gobert. Good pass. CJ.
And that's what has to be open. Because if they're going to collapse that defense, and Zion has all those eyes on him, now you're on the weak side of the floor. So Trey and CJ and Herb have to be shot ready.
Zion up against Cat. CJ's had the hot hand. It'll be Zion. Got there. Finished. You can see it.
And I love what Willie just told
Brandon, little mid-range, too strong.
Right, he just told Herb. He just told Herb.
Got it. It goes to the rack. Conley tried to throw it off his leg. Timeout. That ties a season high 33 for Zion. All right, Herb brings it up. Brandon all locked up with Nikhil. Zion to McDaniels. Zion trying to get there on his way to the line.
Let your play do the talking.
They'll get it across the line, and that'll do it. This was big. 2 games over the 500 mark at 13 and 11. And I always say to you, get close to 30 wins at home. Pels are 9 and 4 on their home floor.
It's the middle game of the 3-game trip for the Pels as they look for their 4th win of the last 5, matching up for the first time this season with the Charlotte Hornets. Zion gets the finger roll. Zion, look out. He's there. Boy, he glides to the cup.
He does.
That was just, he was suspended for a while. We're almost 6 minutes in, rather, as Hayward can't get the 3. Zion gets the miss. He's got CJ in the opposite corner, spacing. If he wants him, he'll take it himself. Going to the line, looking for the 3-point play. Coming home, this means a lot for Zion. Brandon thought about it. Great pass. It is Zion. The diagonal was, you know, when you move the ball, it works.
Yeah, but Zion did a great job because what he did is he ball screened, and once he ball screened, he rolled to the open area.
Yep, Zion with Jonas. Sweet setup. You know, Jonas was the lead blocker, like a left tackle. Zion, he got there, going to the line, and that was not a friendly one to the midsection of Nick Richards. JT Thor's available, and the Pels cleared away, 1 and done. Pels by 8. We talk about closing halves, closing quarters. Zion held up by Bridges. Trigger.
That's the shot.
Driving
That's the
kick.
shot. That shot is different, right? Because it started with Zion collapsing that defense, getting 2 feet in the black, and then kicking it out.
Jonas sharing it early. Plenty of time on the shot clock. And Zion, what a crossover.
I tell you, bigs are not used to guarding that kind of handle.
Well, let's see what the Pels are going to do. Zion on the floater. Little runner. Zion's got 15 on 7 of 12. Back door, Zion on the hammer.
It's a great read by Najee, all the way from the logo.
That was a force.
And that's a great job of Zion actually sitting down, sliding his feet, and forcing Miles Bridges into a tough shot.
CJ's got to run to the rim. Sets it up. It'll be CJ for 3. Got the roll. Man, soft for him. 10 on the shot clock. Now you want to go into your offense. Mid-range. Zion! How about the 10-12 footer? How many times we asked for that? The Pels are now 15 and 11. They're season high 4 over the 500 mark. And we always say play 500 ball on the road. They're 6 and 7 away from home. Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King as the Pels wrap up the road trip. Try to make it a perfect one as they face for the second time this young season a team from their own division, the San Antonio Spurs. Now Zion, all eyes on Zion on that side of the floor. Repost up against Wembanyama. And a good setup. Drive and a kick, and Ingram. Brandon's got the triple.
Right, what we talked about, Joe, in the open was making them defend.
Brandon with Jonas. Make that or bring him back out, but it's strong. Zion kept it alive, right back at it. Pels up by 1. Good activity inside on the second chance.
We talk about things that we would love to see Zizou more often. That as well.
Zion back into the game for Cody. Wanted to get it to Zion. Beautiful pass, Dyson on the finish. How about the extra dime?
This is when this team is at its best, Joe. When this ball is moving hand to hand and you're making the opponent guard.
CJ all the way to the hole. And the finish, Zion. He's making a concerted effort on second chances.
On the offensive glass.
See if they can clean it up. Zion with a spin to his strong side.
Sometimes, Joe, when it gets ragged, just throw the ball inside. Right? When it gets ragged, right. Good things happen when that ball goes inside.
Zion up against Sohan. Brandon gets the triple right back. Brandon now 5 of 6 from beyond the arc, so he had 8 points last game, don't forget.
He's in a nice groove.
They're not a great 3-point shooting team.
That's what you want to do. That's more along the lines of what you have to cut off that straight line drive and make them.
Zion with Keldon Johnson on his back. Beats him there, and on the reverse curls it home. Zion up to 9 with 5 boards. Najee takes it away. Out of the timeout. Now Zion. Mamu Ketelashvili. Right. How about a lob? Okay. That'll work too.
Excellent patience by Najee.
24-point game. Trey, little jump hook.
Short.
Yeah, but Cody and Zion staying with it. Zion back at it.
I told you, Joe, if he gets his hands on it, it's his.
That's about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. He's got 7 for the game. Champagny has checked into the game for the first time. Zion soft off the glass.
Just punish him.
15 and 8 now for Zion. So that'll do it. The Pels have taken now the first 2 of the season series.
That's how you close out a road trip, Joe. We talked about it before we left. Nothing less than 3-0 on this trip was acceptable.
From the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, the 14 and 12 Rockets go for 2 games in as many nights, 2 wins in a row, and 2 wins in 2 tries versus the 17 and 12 New Orleans Pelicans. So the Pelicans have won 8 of their last 11 games overall and 7 of their last 9 here in New Orleans, and that is what Zion Williamson does best. Gets into the paint and uses that big body to bully people. It's 2-0 New Orleans. Van Fleet for 3. And the long rebound picked up by McCollum. Down low to Williamson. Back to him. And he gets that one to go.
You can already see the improvements in Alfie of having the battle with Valanciunas a couple times. He's gotten so much better.
Tough look for Jalen Green. He had 25 against New Orleans in the first matchup, averaged almost 29 a game against them last season, including a 40-burger. And Zion Williamson knocks down the triple, and New Orleans goes back out in front.
Zion looks a little slower here than the last time we've seen him.
He got off to a great start in Houston and then got locked up, and the Rockets, you didn't really hear much from him the rest of the game. Now finds Marshall. Oh, wow. And that goes in, despite the foul. Despite the rim grab, despite it all, Najee Marshall was able to get that to go, and he'll get a free throw. Williamson sizing up Green.
And you see Jeff Green locking in with the primary assignment against Zion.
And it's real tough to stop Zion Williamson when he gets in the middle of the paint. So it'll be Murphy inbounding it to Robinson Earl. Looking for Williamson, defended by Brooks. And then Brooks got a piece of the ball. Williamson is still able to muscle it up and in. Tate's open in the corner. Jayshawn Tate been struggling offensively here recently for the Houston Rockets. Just 5 total points coming into this game over the last 4 games that he's played. Zion with a layup.
And you see the power there of Zion Williamson, but you know, even when you're there, he could just go up, muscle through you, and score.
Comes into Brooks, throws it up, and misses.
Jeff Green going to take the assignment here of Zion. He was excellent. I mean, Zion was rolling in that last meeting and
threw that up from his hip on the other side. Rockets trying to build a wall here against Williamson, and he goes right through that wall.
I don't know what you do, man.
Another 20-point game, the 3rd in a row for Jabari Smith Jr.
He's just playing basketball, man. It is fun to watch.
34 against the Hawks, 21 last night. 20 more and counting tonight.
Again, great defense from Dylan Brooks. Just soft touch from Zion.
Corner 3 for Jones. Second time he's hit one that corner here in the 3rd. Williamson. Ball is loose. Got it back. And score with a second to go in the quarter. That guy's capable. More than capable. Williamson. Right to the rim. Williamson defended by Brooks. That's just easy work for Zion Williamson. 1.6 into Van Fleet. And that'll do it. Terrific win tonight here on the road for the Rockets against a really good New Orleans team.
Holiday weekend continues as far as we're concerned as we get ready for the 3rd matchup of the young season between division opponents as the Pels get ready to take on, once again, Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Good block by
Brandon from behind. He pinned it to the glass, timed it beautifully. He's got Herb in the corner. And
right around him. Right around him.
Zion to the cut. He got home. And it could have been a second foul by Jaren Jackson Jr. Jackson's got 1 foul. Zion get another out of it. He got to the hole, gets the roll.
As long as Bismack Biyombo is up there with Jonas, there's no secondary defender.
Trey off the pick by Herb. 10 on the shot clock. CJ. Zion slices his way to the cup.
And you know what I like about that play, Joe, is the ball actually changed sides of the floor, right?
Brandon shares it.
That's a great play. Like, regardless, because you have the right guy taking the right shot. Good tip by Zion. That's a great play.
Pels by 2. And Zion in double figures with that make. He's up to 11. It'll be John. And Biombo.
You want him to live out there. If he knocks a couple down, so be it.
He's 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. 5 of 11 overall. Nice crossover.
That's on Marcus Smart, who is an excellent on-ball defender. So he lowered his center of gravity, lowered his dribble, goes baseline, and dunks with the offhand.
Now Zion coming off the pick. Gets the switch. And gets by him. Setup. Nice setup.
Great
Zion
pass.
with the dime. Back to 4. Now it's going to be Bane. Or make it Smart, rather. And, man, he played for contact. Herb straight up and down, though. In transition.
Now it's one-on-one.
Yep. And Zion.
Now it's one-on-one. Right. Now it's one-on-one. Oh, Herb got elbow in the face.
Now you're going deep into the clock. Brandon's got it. Good pass. Zion gets the
That's
roll.
a great finish, and that's an excellent pass by Brandon Ingram.
Serious pass. To the rim it goes. And they call a foul. They call a foul on Jonas, I believe. Jaren Jackson. He's not missing. I wish he would. And he didn't get it. That'll do it. Overtime comes. Prayer has been answered.
Who's not missing, Joe?
Man.
Who's not missing?
I wished it into existence, didn't I? CJ. Will they get it off? At the buzzer. Yep. 1-point loss. So the Pels are now 0-6 in games decided by 3 or less. But as you and I said, everything bogs down in the last 5 minutes of a close game. The homestand continues for the Pels as we wish you all a very happy and healthy new year. As the Pels take on for the 3rd time this season, a team that has had their number. The squad from Utah. Now zone. Zion in the middle of the zone.
Zone's over.
And
Zone's over.
And gets the foul.
Once that ball gets in the middle of the zone to Zion, the zone's broken.
Yeah, nice wall by Jonas.
I say the thing is, if they're going to switch that with Walker Kessler, you can stay with that.
Collins on the run.
You do that to yourself.
You got it. That was a pass all along to himself. Good call. John Collins, former first-round pick of the Atlanta Hawks. They got off his contract. Zion, he beats Markkanen. He reverses it home.
Lauri Markkanen, the moment Zion caught that ball, Lauri Markkanen's hands on the swivel to try and see where his help is coming from.
Zion, deep into the clock, all the way to the hole.
This is something you can stay with, right? Until Utah covers boxes and elbows, if they're going to allow Zion the opportunity to penetrate like that, you have to stay with that.
Now Zion shares it. CJ off the bench. And
pick up where you left off. Pick up where you left off, CJ.
He's perfect from beyond the arc. He 3 of 3.
Oh, boy.
See ya. And
oh, boy.
Nice finger roll.
Yeah.
Zion.
You saw that.
Zion in double figures. He's got 11 now, and he's 5 of 5 from the field. Zion against Olynyk.
Herb, you got to space.
Brandon, the triple. And Larry back
Good job by Larry.
You said it. Now Herb, he's got a crease. Go to the rack. He will.
Oh, okay, Herb Jones. I see you, Keyshawn.
Now, size advantage, Brandon. Zion on the run. And Hosea corner 3. Got it. Extra touch, extra pass.
You said it, Joe. The ball's moving.
Zion, he got right by
They cannot, whether it's Markkanen, Olynyk, Collins, it doesn't matter. They cannot stop Zion from getting where he wants to get.
Sexton blocked away by Zion. John Collins keeps it alive at the offensive end. Zion. They clear out that side, go by Markkanen. Man, with the right hand, his offhand works. He hasn't missed
listen,
yet.
Joe, he is getting to that rim.
Markkanen. Shot up clock is all the way down, and the air ball picked up by Zion. He's got CJ on the trail. CJ and a little runner. Good move.
Nice move.
Real good move. Zion, take it yourself. You saw Markkanen just get out of the way.
See, that's an offensive play where CJ, almost like a quarterback, took his time and went through his offensive progressions.
Clarkson denied on the baseline. Trey comes into it. Clarkson's still there. And taken away. Larry Nance Jr. on the ground. Zion on the run. All the way to the hole.
He got fouled.
Will it be a timeout?
He got hit in his face, too.
Yep. On the run, Zion, go to the hole.
That's a heck of a finish, young man. That is a heck of a finish, young man.
He's up to 21. CJ with Brandon. Got Zion.
Right there.
Beautiful pass.
Right there. I'm telling you, it's not complicated. It is not complicated.
Pels by 7.
You have to have the right guy in the soft spot of the zone to get them out of that zone.
Zion on the pick. Brandon with Zion.
Put your two best players in action.
Oh,
You're going to end up with a good shot.
Three.
You're going to end up with a good shot. Telling you. It's not complicated, Joe.
Avoid contact, and it's over. Pels finally snap a losing streak to the team from Utah, and it reached 5. And the Pels beat them for the first time this season after 2 losses in Salt Lake City.
For the Pellies. And they come in with a record of 18-14. Herbert Jones can certainly defend. And Jonas Valanciunas, he's going to have a big game defensively tonight if they're going to win. LeBron James has the first one over to Torian. His shot's going to be no good. Weak side rebound by Zion. Did not play well in that game in the in-season tournament in Vegas against the Lakers.
Well, nobody on their team played well in that game. So you know they have that game in the front of their mind, not the back of their mind. They are really wanting to come out and perform tonight.
LeBron James' birthday yesterday. And then the controversial end. This is for sure a 3 if it goes down. Instead of taken by New Orleans. Here they come. McCollum. Good pass to Zion. Look out. Look out.
Well, points in the paint out of transition. That's where Zion lives.
Ingram, both away. Zion again. Boy, he's got this crowd in an early frenzy. We're going to see Austin Reeves in a moment. We are courtside here at the Smoothie King. Zion. Boy, you can tell he wants to come out and assert himself tonight. That one wasn't close, unfortunately. Zion will run. The bounce left wing, divided up, miss, tipped by Zion. So he comes all the way down, stays with the play, and tips it in. So Zion, a good start too.
Now here's the rim seeker. He's trying to get into the paint so he can get to the front of the rim.
Good ball fake by Alvarado. Now it's Hawkins. Pretty good play by Jax Hayes, but that's good night. Say good night when Williamson gets it underneath like that. Ingram, Zion. He's outside his comfort zone. Then dribbles right into it. On the outside, inside out. Zion has been really passing it well, too. Zion trying to move, and Prince does all too easily.
Yeah, if he gets his body on you, you're at his mercy because that's a big body.
Willie Green's gotten the play on the other end. Zion, as good as we've seen him play. Alvarado launches. That's 14 threes.
That's going to pay off for the Lakers, though, in January. Not a single back-to-back until the very end of the month as they go to Atlanta and Houston. So they've also played the most total games in the league.
CJ McCollum. Big basket. 2023 ends, though, with the defeat by 20 points.
It's the last game of the homestand for the Pels. They look for their 3rd consecutive victory, matching up for the first time this season with the Brooklyn Nets. CJ. Jonas, you want it in the paint? Zion may answer that, but it'll be Brandon outside, deep one.
But see, here's the thing, Joe. It did get in the paint.
Right, driving kick.
Right, because Zion got 2 feet in the paint and it collapsed that defense.
Now Dinwiddie on the switch. He'll pop up with a triple. He's always been able to hit that. And it falls out.
Now you got to take a look at Zion. Take a look at Z early.
And he wanted it. He's got it against Dinwiddie. Inside out, CJ.
Exactly.
Yes, 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Zion asking for it.
So what are they going to do? Are they going to double?
Nope. And he'll get there.
That's the thing. If you don't double, it's lights out. Teams keep doing this. Teams keep going zone. And if you find Zion in the middle of this zone, it's game over.
Yeah, Zion to the lob. Got away. He stays with the block, though.
He got it.
And he's back at it.
It's a good look by Dyson.
On the run. And blocked away by Zion. On the reverse by Thomas. Another block. Zion's got a seal. Here comes the double.
Now you just take your time. He's gonna get what he wants. He's gonna get what he wants. They're too small.
Johnson tees it up, gets it again.
Right now, Cam Johnson is the one that's keeping them in arm's reach.
Last 5, he's hit 50% of his threes. Not bad. Jordan Hawkins, he wants to get involved.
And it's good to see him knock one down.
Now CJ with Zion trying to get him involved. They will. Here comes the shot blockers. And it was on the glass. Yep, Claxton got it. Zion gets the bucket. Another one. Not on Herb. He's got CJ spacing. Trying to set up Zion. And he will. He's in double figures.
You just went from Mike Jones to DJ Khaled. Another one. Attack the rim.
Yeah, he's thinking the same way as you. But he shares it. Jose, another 3. Jose's up to 13 on 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Deep 3. Off the deflection. It's Zion. He'll leave it, and Jordan will get it.
It's a very unselfish play by Zion, but it's the right play.
Pels finish it off. The homestand taking their last 3 after 2 heartbreaking losses. A lot of teams could have crumbled. They responded accordingly.
And welcome into downtown Minneapolis. And how much do they love Naz Reid? Yeah, Wizard of Naz. Big time Western Conference showdown tonight as the Timberwolves take on the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson showing the strength, put it in. Ingram over to Williamson, and he had all day to shoot that 3, won't take it. Instead, he's going to attack Ant. Ant all over him, doesn't pick up the foul. Williamson floats it in. There's a lot of work by Williamson on that play, and he is hot early. Alvarado attacking, threads the needle. Williamson scores.
Anthony Edwards a lot of times is the primary ball handler in those kind of plays, and the defense is loaded up to you. You get to the backside, and all of a sudden you see all this space. Things are so much easier. Alvarado knocking down the shot.
Alvarado already has a 3, can't get another. Dyson Daniels the rebound. Williamson floats it up and in. And second chance points hurting Minnesota, and New Orleans is not a good second chance point team. Reid has the Williamson assignment. Kick out. Alvarado, no hesitation, got another 3, his second of the night. Alvarado gives it to Ingram. Ingram with 15 first half points. Using a Williamson screen. Williamson down the lane, got the bounce. 59 first half points for the Pelicans.
Ooh. Almost a block by Mike.
And McCollum relocates and hit the tray.
Just cans the jumper in the left slot. Yeah, I was mentioning the matchup between Gobert and Valanciunas. 15 and 14 over their matchups over the years. And I wouldn't have expected that, because I would have expected Rudy and Utah to have had a lot of wins against those Toronto teams and Memphis teams.
Williamson getting the lay in.
How about the right-hand lay by Zion that time? You don't see him use the right hand all that often.
McCollum setting up Williamson. He has 15, getting right by Gobert for the lane. Meanwhile, the Wolves trying to avoid back-to-back losses for the first time this season. Williamson into the chest of Towns. No, got it back and lays it in.
Minnesota not being able to rebound the basketball impacts that play right there.
No question. Edwards swatted by Williamson. Williamson getting past Anderson. Inside reverse throwdown from Larry Nance Jr. Williamson full head of steam, another lay-in. He has 23. Williamson back to Nance for another lay-in. Williamson creating so much attention, and Lance has gotten a couple of easy looks. Breakaway opportunity. Williamson the highlight.
Talk about Zion Williamson and he's made his impact felt. He's been in attack mode, and because of that, Minnesota's overhelped in situations where he's made others better. Just like that right there. Dyson Daniels knocks down the corner 3.
That's a tough shot for McDaniels. And the Timberwolves shooting under 40% from the floor. 26% from 3 is Williamson, another easy lay-in, and they still have not figured out the Williamson conundrum. Pelicans will dribble out the clock. They're going to improve to 21-14 on the season. A nice back-to-back wins, beating the Brooklyn Nets last night 112-85, and now a 117-106 win over the top team in the West.
All day long in the Bay Area, rainy, ugly day, but a beautiful sky at night. So maybe we go from ugly weather to some beautiful basketball for the Warriors and the Pelicans. One thing for certain, it's going to be a sellout crowd for the 499th consecutive Warriors game going back to the Oracle Arena. Williamson kicks it out. Nice open corner three. That will go down for Jones. Coming off a 30-point performance in their last victory. Jones on Curry. That's going to be a fun matchup as Curry banks it. He makes that shot look so easy. Valanciunas lines that one up and knocks down a three.
He started doing that, Mike, in his tenure with the Toronto Raptors, recognizing the shape and way the game was moving. The bigs need to be able to shoot it a little bit.
Williamson, a catch in traffic, puts it up and in. Nice look from Valanciunas. Saric misses. Podziemski tries to keep it alive, but Williamson comes out of the pack. Missed the last game with a quad injury. He had a good bounce to his step tonight. Another three. Murphy nails that one. Marshall, another excellent role player for this team. Shot block, Kuminga, but Zion Williamson stays with the play and banks it home. Back up to 20. Williamson posting up on Kuminga. It's inside. Nice soft touch from Zion Williamson. 6 points, 3 assists. Lead back up to 25. Daniels. Just great balanced scoring right now for these Pelicans.
That young man is starting to figure things out offensively. He's known for his defense.
Williamson drives. Layup is good. Great athleticism from Williamson. 10 points, Klay Thompson, who's guarding Zion Williamson. But Steve Kerr always talks about how strong defensively Thompson is in terms of just overall strength. There's a three-pointer from Ingram. Right now, Wiggins doesn't have confidence in his shot. Such an integral part of their 2022 NBA championship.
And that was a beautiful play.
Moody way off. Nance the rebound. Pelicans just relentless on the attack all night long. Williamson gets inside, lays it up and in. And this not only the largest lead of the game, but it ties the largest deficit of the season for the Warriors. Nothing seems forced with the Pelicans offensively tonight. Just beautiful ball movement, open shots. Hawkins knocks down the three, and the lead is 30. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The Pelicans have led this entire game. Williamson counted on a foul. Attacking the rim and a chance for a three-point play.
And Draymond admitted that he has struggled with accountability and has hurt this team enough.
But I think he has to be who he is. He just has to be.
Double standard. Jason Tatum alluded to this earlier this year. When he got ejected for the first time, he said, I've seen a lot worse for a lot longer and more consistently. That double standard was discomforting for me.
And the Pelicans win it wire to wire. And led by as many as 41, 7 consecutive road wins. Steph Curry and the Warriors now 2-6 in their last 8 games and finished this 7-game homestand at 2-5.
Welcome to NBA Friday on ESPN, presented by State Farm. On a frigid night in the Mile High City, the reigning champion Denver Nuggets host one of the NBA's hottest teams. The New Orleans Pelicans have won 7 straight on the road, but tonight they still have to contend with 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic having another phenomenal season. Williamson gets deep into the paint. Obviously very difficult to stop when he gets downhill. Williamson again attacking, hangs and scores his second basket already. Just great to see him healthy, given all the injuries he's dealt with. The hamstring last year, the foot injury that cost him all of the 2022 season. Sometimes this is where he's at his best, going downhill, getting the basket. He has 6 of the 8 points for the Pels.
Like I said, I was in Vegas. This looks like a different guy.
Again, Williamson on the attack, kicks it to the corner. Here's Jones for 3. It's good. Yes. Herb Jones, who's shooting 37% from out there.
Well, Zion's made that play. The whole defense collapsed on him. They're trying to, he's gotten more attention. Now they got Aaron Gordon guarding him with the physicality, but he's still made the nice play to the corner.
I hope he didn't look too hard at UCLA players last night as Alvarado hits a 3.
Well, you and Walton were doing that game, right? Being the hunted as opposed to the hunter. It's psychological, but it matters. It affects how you move, affects how you play, affects the expectations. This is a good early look at that. See, the question is that's can they get him on the block that close to the basket? He's almost unstoppable. So we'll see if they go back to that action. You're right, Shai Gilgeous is here we go.
Zion taking off.
You know, just catching it in that space, he's so dangerous. They can try to get him the ball there a little bit more. I mean, that's the thing about the draft. I mean, if whoever had drafted Jokic, whatever team, you'd probably have a championship right now. And he was picked second round, you know, middle. So that's why you kick yourself. The question was Zion, you know, he doesn't trust his shot, doesn't have a shot.
I remember doing his first game, and he didn't do anything in the first half, and in the second half he comes out and he hits 4 straight threes, and you thought, okay, maybe this is going to be part of his game. Obviously the penalties for sitting guys and also the threshold you have to get to be eligible for the awards, it's forcing organizations to play their guys. I think Murray under normal circumstances might be an all-star, but it's hard this year with the number of games missed as Zion scores in his foul. Shot clock at 7. They go to Zion, 14 points, make it 16 as Williamson's starting to get going, and Michael Malone sensing that calls a timeout, a 7-0 run by the Pelicans, but they're still down 15. Nance drills a 3. Yeah, they're not done. 8.5 to go. Zion hangs, count it, and 1. As it was announced this week that you're involved in the search committee for the new general manager and head coach of the Washington Commanders. As Jokic thought that should have counted, but no goaltending. Fade away, Murray, no good. And Valanciunas rips it away from Porter. Almost threw it away there, trying to hit Zion. Midway point of the fourth. Denver with a 15-point lead. Williamson attacking and scoring, and that's 22 points now. He leads the team in scoring. Here's Zion with the slam. Williamson up to 26 points now. And New Orleans still hanging around, down 13. Here's Zion Williamson, who's had a phenomenal fourth quarter, single-handedly keeping the Pelicans in the game. He's got 16 in the quarter and 28 for the game. As a steal by Trey Murphy. Williamson in transition with a slam. 30-point night for Zion Williamson. Well, the Denver Nuggets look like more than a contender tonight. They look like another championship squad with their offense in particular, and that guy.
A look at bitterly cold and snowy Dallas on this afternoon of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. federal holiday. Mavericks making their way into American Airlines Center for the final game of a 7-game homestand. A lot of good defensive numbers when you look at what the Pelicans have done lately, especially, but for the body of the season. Here's Zion in the paint, and that is a goaltend. The ball went in anyway. Lively did get a fingertip on it, but on the way down.
See just the energy level, the attention to detail. Defensively, just more engaged than the last game.
The Pelicans went 3 for 17 in the first quarter, and that was after a 2 for 4 start, by the way. They open up the second quarter with a C.J. McCollum 3. Oh, wow. Larry Nance Jr., good defensive play. Zion, head of steam, lays it in. That is 7 in a row, Skin, to start the second quarter for the Pelicans. Larry Nance palms the ball, then finally left it for Zion. Zion, explosive drive, and a foul. Along with the finish. Kyrie with the drive. Oh, he was hammered. And just looks very quizzically at Gediminas Petritis, and there's Zion finishing. Timeout, Dallas. Zion Williamson gave it up. Larry Nance makes it 3. He airballed one earlier in the game. 2 Kyrie Irving free throws have restored the lead for Dallas. An explosive move again by Zion, and to the basket he scores once again. Fouls on the floor right now with 2 fouls. Zion inside, got quickly to the left hand.
Too wide of gaps. They got to show more of a crowd.
Ingram. Late decision to drop it off, and Zion up through traffic. On the drive. Oh, what a fancy finish. The Picasso of the paint with another incredibly creative finish inside Kyrie Irving. And now it's just brute strength. There's finesse on one end and then brute strength on the other end. Zion Williamson hard to the basket. 7-point lead for the Pelicans. Mavs really need a stop, but they don't get one as Zion gives New Orleans their biggest lead of the game in front by 9. Now Green's up to 10 points. He's only the 3rd player now for the Mavs in double figures. And it's Williamson. That was a really tough basket, driving, continuously keeping his dribble alive and finishing. And for Irving, he joins Hardaway with 35-point games. McCollum. 4-3 McCollum. It's no good, but Jones separates and got the offensive rebound. And explosively Williamson to the basket. So here we go. Dallas still has 3 or 4 defensive possessions they've got to successfully execute, and that is not one of them. Williamson a chance for a 3-point play. And it's another split between Dallas and New Orleans. I don't think anyone would have dreamed that the order would unfold the way it did once we learned what we learned on Saturday. But this NBA and this game of basketball is a pretty funny thing.
A quick stop in the Big Easy for Phoenix on the heels of a game that was anything but. Can the fellas ride that wave of momentum to another victory? A spicy Friday night matchup on tap. The Suns and Pelicans here on Arizona's Family Sports.
Here is Williamson. Big bodies down inside as Valanciunas takes the feed. But with that floater, too strong with that offering. Into the hands of Ingram on the long rebound. Up top to Zion.
We got to communicate on that one. Anytime Zion is around the paint, I don't care who you are. You just got to give up your man and put a body in front of him.
CJ probes the defense. Ingram tries to split him. Into the corner 3 for Zion.
He's worked on that shot.
Hasn't shot many. That is just his 10th of the season.
KD with a free throw line extended jumper. Both teams at a high-scoring clip here. Suns shooting 53%. Pels at 64%. Williamson inside. He's got an early 7. Asts Jr. gets it off the inbound. Williamson able to drive it to the cup. He's got 9.
Booker's got to meet him out a little bit further to make him turn.
Williamson on the scoop.
Wow. When this man gets hot, it is just sickening.
His book on the drive. Won't get the whistle there. Here comes Ingram. Lob up top to Zion. Zion explodes inside, able to get the contact. They're going to call that one on Nurkic.
Jones got away with a little travel there.
Did appear as though Zion trying to use that big body and successful in doing so. Suns have made their last 8 field goals.
That's too easy, though. Right? He's the hot hand right now. They're going to him. Let's make him a passer.
Zion explodes to the basket. He's got 22.
He can get to his right hand, but he's going to still finish with his left.
From the corner.
What did he say?
Bucket. I believe he said bucket. That's 3 straight.
He was 1 of 8. Okay. Right? I mean, I don't know. What was he shooting up until that point in time?
123-109 is your final.
Pels basketball on Bally Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. Second to last game of the 4-game homestand for the Pels. They're trying to gain a split of the season series with Utah.
Collins. Yeah, a little jump hook.
Rick Carlisle was asked last week, who was the closest thing in the NBA to Dirk Nowitzki? And he immediately went to Lauri Markkanen.
Herb got the triple. Everybody can take a seat. Took a while. Couple of minutes into the game, but the Pels only down by 1. John Collins. And if you had your druthers, you'd like to see him out there. Inside, good seal.
And one of the things that Coach Willie Green talked about was putting the ball in Zion's hands more in the first 6 minutes of a game before he subs out.
Brandon, extra pass. Herb going to the rack. Nice play. And Zion to the finger roll. Extra pass pays off.
2 or 3 extra passes.
Jonas another. Coming up short and a break. For the short shot clock on a second chance. Take it yourself. It'll be Zion on the boards and off the glass, going to the line.
If Zion gets his hand on the ball, Joe, it is his.
Z waits. Thought it clear out. What about a repost? Dribble handoff works. Mid-range.
It's funny. I was just telling David Wesley, in the pregame show. If I was a guard, I would run a pick and roll with Zion every time.
Zion. And Larry's got you. Into the quarter.
And he's been shooting the heck out of that ball, man. That gives his team a completely different dimension.
Now Baji up against Hawk on the run. Into the shot clock, Jonas.
See, I like when they put the ball in Zion's hands like this.
Right.
Like this.
Hawk catch and shoot.
And that's why. That's why. It's a different aggressive Zion when you put the ball in his hands and allow him the opportunity to push pace.
Clarkson shot really tough. Short. Dice on the floor. The lob.
Oh, baby!
Oh, man. That was serious enough.
Timeout, Utah.
Joe, this starts with putting the ball in Zion's hands. I'll say it again. It gives him a different, aggressive mindset.
2 for 1 without rushing. Good pass, Zion. Larry on the finish. You saw it.
And it just looks so easy, Joe.
It's CJ, who was definitely going to the first half. Z on the dribble handoff. Sets it up. CJ. Challenge 3 makes no difference.
Man.
Yeah, he's on. He is 6 of 6 from beyond the arc. Now the switch. He chairs it. Herb, 3-ball.
Herb is shooting that thing today, boy.
And he had Sexton on his back.
And that's 9 assists for Zion.
And that matches his career best. Z got there on the flip.
And there's nothing to That's a very low screen and roll. So the moment Z comes off that pick and roll, he's at the front of the rim. Oh, nice, P.I.
Yep, 6.5 to play.
It's another great play by Herb.
Takeaway.
Attack.
It's got Herb on the run. How about that?
Beautiful basketball. Look at Willie Green. Look at Willie Green. And right now he's pumped up because of the 2 back-to-back plays made by Herb Jones. You got to get it right in the middle of that zone. Right there. Ball game over.
And
game over. You get it right in the soft spot of that zone, right on the NOLA, it's a wrap.
Z's back at it and going to the line.
What am I going to say, Joe? If he touches it, what?
Good things happen.
It's his.
Uh-oh. You think he gets up just a little? Wow. Z asking for it because he got Clarkson. Clear that side. Deep for CJ. His night. 8 of 11 from beyond the arc. 30 for CJ.
Man, he is shooting that thing tonight.
So complete effort at both ends of the floor for the Pels is the key. 153, though, is pretty amazing. Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. As it's the start of a 4-game road trip for the Pels. As they're facing, believe it or not, this late in the year, almost 50 games in, they are facing for the first time this year the Milwaukee Bucks, the number 2 seed right now in the Eastern Conference. Almost lost.
Go to work.
You got the
Go to work.
Yeah, you got the switch. He'll get there. 1-point game.
You get the switch. You get the switch with Brook Lopez. You got to test his foot speed.
Good backdoor run. Brandon Ingram. And good job by Jonas. Otherwise, Lillard's headed the other way. Herb's real strong, but Z's there on the second chance.
We say it all the time. You would love to see Zion do more of this. And now you have to make sure Z touches this ball.
And he leaves Portis. Gave it to Larry.
Right.
Beautiful pass.
The thing is, the amount of gravity that they have, Zion and B.I., they're going to make the game stress-free for their teammates as far as attempts are concerned.
Zion got hit. Goes to the line looking for the 3-point play. He got it from Bobby Portis.
See, look where, that's the thing. That's what they're willing to give up.
And
right there.
Larry will burn him.
Yes, because if you see, when Zion turned, Brook Lopez is right there. It's a great pass by Zion.
Jonas back into the game. Zion on the dribble handoff up against Portis. He can get there. He will.
That is so
Split that defense.
Right. His ability to lower his center of gravity and remain on balance to get his shoulders below your hips, it's incredible.
They gambled. Zion beats him. Yeah, they went for the steal.
Yeah, Jackson went for the steal baseline side. Missed everything. Joe, you and I talk about this often. I love when Zion runs down and seals to start. That's easy offense.
Right.
So when he runs down and he gets the guy on his backside, and he just turns and he seals.
And the guy that's killed him is right there. And that's Bobby Portis. Z went right past him and over him. But Portis has 20, and he averages 12 a game, and it's almost taken away again. You talked about T-ball a lot.
That's about where it started.
Z gets the roll. Did you want to get past that?
There is nothing past that.
So Milwaukee, second of the back-to-back. Hands the Pels.
Their 15th, make it their 20th loss of the season.
You said it earlier, Joe. This team was 5-1
Yep,
on the second night of back-to-backs.
Yeah, this is their 7th, and now they're 6-1. And in the second of a back-to-back at home, they're undefeated. Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. As the road trip continues for the Pels, it is stop number 2 tonight as the Pels face the team with the best record in the NBA, the Boston Celtics.
No, I'm talking about the fact that when they pushed it, if Jonas is guarding someone else, now he's going to be on somebody who's putting that ball on the floor. Excellent drive by CJ.
Good take by CJ. So the old-fashioned three-point play. Brent double clutch three. Got him. Yeah, they gave him enough space, and I like the arc.
Right, and that's 2 3-point attempts for BI right now in the first 6 minutes of the game.
They thought the switch was going to be there. Zion right past Tatum all the way to the hole. Points off the takeaway, and the Pels up early by 8. 17 on the shot clock.
You cannot allow them to get away with Jason Tatum guarding Jonas Valanciunas.
Z's going to get there. Right over Horford.
Or Al Horford guarding Zion Williamson.
And a timeout. Z asking for it, this time against Jason Tatum. Middle of the paint's available. And on the spin, got there.
That's strong.
Yeah, because Hauser's trying to rip it.
Right, I love the fact that he reestablished his foundation and got another grip on that basketball.
Z, look out is right, takes it easy.
When he gets that shoulder below your waist, it's a wrap. His center of gravity, Joel, is incredible.
Zion getting there and going to the line, looking for the three-point play.
If Zion gets the ball at the foul line, right, with a live dribble, that is the best possible option and best place to get him.
15 on the shot clock.
Trying to get the switch.
And they got
switch
it.
right there.
And Zion on the reverse.
Right there.
Pels back up by a half dozen. It'll be Zion, split the defense. Got the roll! High off the glass. What a landing.
The switch. And you should still look at Zion. They switched it and put, but Al Horford doesn't have the foot speed.
Zion on the run. And going to the line again. Through the contact.
The force, the athletic ability, the agility, the flexibility, incredible. Hit that launch pad, it's game over. His ability to make tough layups, Joe, I know his dunks go highlight, you go viral.
Yeah, but the touch.
The touch around that rim. Wow.
They got the switch. Z up against Brissett. Z, little one inside, yes.
When he gets the ball at the foul line and they do a great job of giving him the space that he needs, Brissett's too small. Now you just got to space out and get ready to play.
Baseline, good spin. And Z got home and going to the line.
I'm going to say it again, Joe. Brissett, if they're going to put Brissett on him and that help is late, here's the first one. Take your time, use those broad shoulders and finish over the top, right? Now on the second one, I'm not just going to use my shoulders, I'm going to use my handle. Excellent finish around that rim, Joe.
10-point game. Zion up to 23. Z, Horford staying over there. CJ on the run, the floater.
And that's the thing about putting that ball in the post. Because the moment they double, now you're creating offense with your gravity alone.
Zion around Brown all the way to the hole. Zion up to 26 to pace the Pels. Brandon's got 25. And the Pels will be 12 and 11 on the road. CJ gave it away. That'll do it. And it's all over in Boston. Close to getting the first win here since the 2021 season. Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. Last game of the road trip. Yes, and it counts as we get ready to head home now. Parades over the weekend. But first, third matchup of the season with the San Antonio Spurs. Now Z, great pass. Reverse, it'll work either way. Jonas.
So they're using Victor Wembanyama, understandably, as a secondary defender because of his size.
Vassell.
Good contest by B.I.
Yep. Made him adjust that shot, didn't he? Inside Z.
We talk about this all the time, Joe. He should get 3 of these a game.
Seals.
He should get 3 of those a game. Would you just run, you have somebody on your backside because they're not going to be able to get around.
Almost a late pick. Gotta go. And he knows. And got it in time. Smart play by Zion. Hawk gets his spot, but it's short. And nice. CJ, a good look again, but not even close. And the loose stuff picked up by Zion.
2 for 1,000.
You said it.
2 for 1,000.
And that looked a little different.
Yeah.
4-point game. So the Pels with 5 straight, 14 of the shot clock. Wembanyama staying in the paint.
Literally.
You got it. He wouldn't guard anybody, and Zion fouled by Osman.
And you know what? I like the fact that Zion didn't get all the way to the rim.
Man, you know what he wanted to do, and that's why he was rushing. He wanted to get the shot up. So the Pels, with Zion on the run, right by Wembanyama, reverses it for a tie. Zion the second in double figures for the Pels.
That center of gravity is fierce, Joe.
It'll be mid-range. Brandon Ingram.
Simple. It's a
5-point game.
It's a simple set.
Brandon. Jonas thought about it. It'll be Z instead. And creates his opportunity at the line.
I tell you, he is so hard to guard. So the thing is, what people are continuing to try and do with Zion is give him space, right? And again, he uses it as a runway to gain and gather momentum. He's not going to bail you out.
And he lost the handle. Went right through his hands. CJ waiting for.
See, Zion has a guard on him. He has a guard on him.
And he's going to go, and he will. Good pass.
Good recognition by CJ. What Jose is giving this team is pace.
Z right around him. And
he's giving him pace.
He thought he was fouled, and he was from behind, so it's even up there. And blocked away. A spike by Zion.
Dang, we heard that through our headphones.
Right, 1.8 to play. Wembanyama trying to take it away out there. Z gets by him, finishes, and gets cracked on the back.
And they're going to review this. They're going to look at this. Attack the rim.
Jose outside, got the triple. Pels' biggest lead is 5 now with 9.5 to play in the fourth.
I love number 15.
Now the shot clock. Jones just walked in front of us. He's got to go up, and he will. Z all the way up to get it.
Literally.
Man, he rose. Now against Sohan, and it'll be goaltending. Got to the glass first. Wembanyama up against Dice. And as he hits the deck, Jose picks it up, and the spin. He's got Zion. The three is going to be real short.
That's the right shot,
finish.
though. That's why it was the right shot
Because
by
he
Jose.
had Z underneath.
Right, because Zion had offensive rebounding position.
Now CJ trying to get there. It'll be Brandon. And Z's got the easy one inside. 28.5.
It's a lot of time.
You don't have to foul.
It's a lot of time.
Can you come up with the stop? On the run, Jones, and the reverse. That ball was touched on the rim.
It's a lot of time.
Yep. Zion on the run, all the way to the hole. Got it! 3.8 timeout Spurs. Can you get one more stop?
See, B.I. blocked that tip in, and a good job of Jose advancing that ball, allowing Zion to do what he's done all night. Put pressure on that rim.
Did Wembanyama touch it on the rim?
You talking about Spurs?
Right.
Maybe.
It looked like he might have touched it while it was sitting on the rim. The inbounds, Vassell. We're not surprised for the lead. No, and that'll do it. Wow. The Pels escape. Survive in San Antonio tonight. After a 4-game road trip, Pels back home. Really good to be back for this extended stay. A long home stand at that. And facing for the first time this season, a beast from the East, the Toronto Raptors. Jonas, good pass inside.
Dead in the water. Dead in the water. He kept that ball that deep. He should get 3 or 4 of those a game.
Brown has it spin out. And is he going to be a Raptor very long, the 27-year-old?
Now they're going to double on the catch.
It'll be Brandon.
Yeah.
Not a bad start. Not bad at all.
Joe, that's the best offense you can possibly have. If you get B.I. in early offense, you get Zion with an early seal. There's a change. So they put Jacoperto on Zion. So now he can turn and face and now beat him off the dribble. Just like that.
Beautiful pass. Herb, a little bit strong. Z's there. Back at it.
And you know what's funny? I just told Jose during the timeout, you guys have to be prepared to catch and shoot because they're going to sell out on Zion the same way that they sold out on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander last night.
Quickly. And blocked away by Zion. Z. Oh, the dribble handoff.
Watch the wall. Watch the wall when Zion catches the ball. Just look at everybody from Toronto.
He's going weak. Up against and right by Pirtle.
Jacoperto don't stand a chance, Joe.
Yeah,
he don't stand a chance.
And I like it when he goes to his right. Zion at double figures now. Like Brandon. He's got 10. Good bounce. And Larry will finish this time.
Good pass.
Serious assist. Trey, this time? Yes.
and right on the line, a little bit closer. Right. The last couple were deep. Brandon,
I love this play. I love this right here. I love this right here.
Good catch by Zion. Baseline, he'll get there.
I love it. Put your two best players in action and live with the results.
10 on the shot clock of the first possession of the second half. Brandon coming off the ball. Now you got to make a decision.
This is a pretty good decision right here.
Real good decision.
It's a pretty good decision right here.
Go to the post. Zion with 16 on 5 of 7. Heat check. CJ, he's got 5 of 8 and all 8 from beyond the arc. So give him 15. And a 38-point win in the first matchup of the season with the Toronto Raptors.
The Los Angeles Clippers fresh off of an itinerant 7-game Grammy road trip, and they return home to Los Angeles as the winners of the most lethal threat in the West award. It's the Pelicans here taking on the Los Angeles Clippers led by Kawhi Leonard. Harden to trigger on the baseline. George fires, and it comes off to McCollum. Quickly up to Williamson. There's the lob up top, and Jones at the other end. Good pace that time by the Pelicans, and that has been something they've tried to be a little bit more intentional about this year. Herb Jones inside with the bucket. Here's Harden. Knocked down a long 3 earlier. That's 2 for 2. He is shooting, by the way, folks, a career high 42% from behind the arc. McCollum with the float game, got it. And Williamson up to Alvarado. Zion seen a ton of bodies, but a willing passer. Daniels lays it in. And that is the gravity of Zion Williamson, right, Richard? Zion on the sticks. Over to Jones for 3 and knocks one home from the corner. Herb Jones has been doing a lot of work with their shooting coach underneath. Valanciunas with the reverse layup. And the lead is up to 49-34.
But he said specifically about this particular game, they got to do a better job of taking care of the ball as they turned it over there again. That's their 12th turnover of the game. And he said the New Orleans Pelicans are doing a great job trying to take Harden out of his rhythm. They got to do a better job of helping Harden or getting the ball in other people's hands.
Boy, Dallas and Kyrie Irving did a number on Brooklyn last night. Kyrie was sensational.
Kyrie is sensational most times he touched the ball. It was impressive to watch what he did. I did the Kevin Durant return as you see Jones knock down another 3.
Leonard missed the tip on the errant pass. Inside to Williamson. Westbrook tried to foul him, but it went to Ingram for the layup. Here's Williamson playing off the elbow. Plumlee gave him all kinds of space. Zion says too late with the block. And Williamson now with 7 points. There's Williamson guarded by Westbrook. Now Plumlee switches on to him. Zion elevated. Man, he shot up, didn't he? Zion inside. And he put the entire defense in the weight room. Williamson burrowing his way inside, battering that defense. Muscle in his hustle, and 1. Plumlee giving him that space. Williamson eats it up and got to the rim, and 1. Boy, that was a remix of what we just saw a moment ago, Richard. Now we see Westbrook on Williamson. McCollum. Back to Williamson. McCollum relocates and splashes it home. Harden with the floater, no good. Loose ball comes off to Ingram. And Paul George had a minor groin injury back on January 21st against Brooklyn. Hasn't quite shot the ball the same since. Zubac against Williamson. McCollum from deep, got it. A wire-to-wire victory for the New Orleans Pelicans. Arguably their best win of the season.
Well, we're saying hi to Larry Nance, so we're a little late with the open. I know we're live from Crypto.com Arena in downtown Los Angeles. Spectrum Sports proudly presents the NBA. Tonight, the Lakers taking on the Pelicans. C.J. McCollum. That's a block by A.D. momentarily. A.D. still holds so many records for this franchise. Zion's underneath, and he scores.
Yeah, LeBron tried to take the charge from the big fella, and no whistle. Easy hoop for Zion.
Underneath, Zion scores.
I tell you, he just operates himself into the paint. Once he gets his feet into the painted area, you got an issue. Anthony Davis at the line as The center Valanciunas has picked up 2 fouls and has had to go to the sideline early.
Which means Larry Nance Jr., the former Laker, is in, so they are much smaller. Herbert Jones from the outside, nothing but net. From Alabama.
Talking about catch and shoot.
Brandon going one-on-one. Here comes the double from behind. Ingram trying to find the open man. Passing to Larry Nance Jr. down the middle. Zion! And one!
And once he's on the launch pad, he can be very difficult.
Mays pounding Ingram. Zion going to work. Goes right around LeBron. Went right around him to score.
That's what he does. He puts it on the deck, and he's pretty good at shifting the direction.
That's a block. I think it's a goaltend, but wait.
No, they're not calling goaltend.
Right,
they're calling its way up.
Yep. Ingram, start, stop. Alvarado, smallest guy on the floor. Mays was all over him. Underneath, Zion cleans it up.
Well, Zion went to get after the loose ball, and Torian that time just thought he was going to get it easily and just stood there.
Oh, look at this move. Doing a dance, having some fun. Knock it down, D'Angelo.
Talk to the crowd a little bit, D'Angelo. They didn't hear you the first couple of times.
He is ecstatic. He's still a Laker. Let's just put it that way. From the outside, they answer back with Dyson Daniels. Lakers, their biggest lead of the game right now. CJ, though, comes right back.
How smooth is CJ McCollum?
Very.
Look, D'Angelo Russell hitting a bunch of threes in a row. You know, it may be an exception that he hit 4 in a row in the span of 3 minutes, but he hit at least 4 threes 8 times in January. In fact, he averaged 4 threes made per game in that month. And then he's done it again twice in February. So, Stu, he does have the tendency to get red hot like that.
Blocked by Hayes, Mike. Underneath, Zion going at it again, and he throws it down with authority.
Both teams shooting over 70%.
It's called basketball. You put the ball in the basket, and both of these teams are doing just that, like Zion Williamson.
But it's also called a little bit of defense. You know, you got to stop them once in a while.
Little tiny little,
just once in a while.
Brandon Ingram. He's guarded by LeBron James, and Williamson is doing just that, going right to the rim. And AD can only step to the side that time. Williamson takes it himself. Well, he's just, remember when he first came into the league, he was shooting threes? No more. That guy does, though. Herbert Jones. AD with 3 fouls, and he's got another dunk. How about that?
I would say something about the defense, but there's been none.
Oh, you're right. I think that was the general thought process of everybody who's watching. McCollum from deep, and down it goes.
One pass off, you cannot be that far off your man.
With 3 on the clock, Davis.
This could be a 6-point game here or less.
And maybe a timeout by the Lakers. Zion scores it. Timeout, Lakers.
6-point game.
And if it happens more than a few times, you got to fix it. Got to be self-aware. Williamson. A lot of wrestling underneath, and Zion, remember I mentioned, Giannis is #1 in the paint, Zion is #2. 52 paint points for both teams. Not even. Williamson, they get 54 for the Pels. Well, there's Zion. All too easy for Williamson. He's up to 30. Game's over. Final score, 139-122. So many big numbers for the Lakers. They will run them all down.
Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. Last game of the Mardi Gras road trip as we all get ready for Fat Tuesday. And tonight, the Pels trying to go a season high of 10 games over the 500 mark, matching up for the final time with the Memphis Grizzlies.
See how they're top locking Zion? They're top locking him and not allowing him the opportunity to really get to that left hand. That's the shot that's going to be open all game.
And Jose brings the Pels back within 1. He's got 5 points right away. Watanabe, he lost it. Good job coming over. The secondary defender was Najee. Leaves it. Jose. And a little hot for Zion, who will retrieve it. Still got 14 in the shot clock. Larry, a 3-ball. Got it. Pels on a run.
Is it a coincidence that that run coincided with Jose, Najee, Trey, and Larry Nance Jr. checking in the game?
Z shares it. Najee got the triple. Boy, filling it up from long range. Kennard coming up short. Jose after it. He's got it out. Trey back door. Go to the line. What a pass.
So we talk about when you're on this side, you throw the ball to the flag, and when you're on the other side, you throw the ball to Jerry West.
Jemison, they're deep into the clock. Aldama on the Euro. Zion on the block.
It's a great block because he's guarding Lamar Stevens all the way over here in the corner.
He came from a distance.
Right, that's 2 rotations.
As Trey hits the deck, the three-point shooter can't make him pay, and Jose comes up with it. Not surprised. Need to continue. And how about a backdoor run? Zion, follow your own. He will. Nice setup by Jose over the top. And Aldama. A rhythm dribble. Larry took it away from Conchar. So the Pels' first possession of the second half. Nice take by Zion. Zion in double figures with it. He's up to 11 and 5 with rebounds. 17-point game. 90 seconds. There's the double. Frees up CJ. Got it. 20-point game.
Sometimes the offense is simple when you know what they're doing.
Inside out. And Jaren Jackson Jr. Herb held off, got the board, and now he's got Zion on the run. Take it yourself. How about Herb Jones advancing?
Jones is playing his tail off right now.
At both ends.
He is playing his tail off.
So the Pels are now a season-high 10 games over the 500 mark.
Pelicans basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. Well, it's the last game before the All-Star break, as the Pels are going to try to make it 7 wins over the last 8, matching up for the final time this year with the Washington Wizards. Man, the frustration. Jordan Poole's 1 for 12, 1 for 6 on his triples in Dallas on Monday night. Mid-range. And Z after it, he'll get it.
We say it all the time. You would love to see him do more of this.
And Shannon spacing. Larry tried to retain it. Instead, Poole and over the back, they let him play. It was poked away by Rashawn Holmes, but right to Zion. Zion trying to beat, and that was good D. 3 ball, Najee's got it.
Good job of Najee being shot ready.
Now,
oh, wow. And he actually felt.
Right. Z.
Nice.
The takeaway.
It's amazing because Jordan Poole actually looked back and saw Jose, and he still got the steal.
That's a deep one for Kispert.
I love the move by Willie Green, right, going small, because now you get an opportunity to switch everything, which gives you a chance to play just like this.
Yeah, good pass.
Just like this.
Trey got it up early, and Zion on the trail.
Now you can speed up the game.
Now Z with Bagley. Staying at home there. Zion will get there and gets away.
He has such a soft touch around that rim. He makes those shots look like they're easy shots. Gotcha!
Into the first round.
So that's 10 points this quarter for Zion. That's a quick 10 points to start this quarter off.
Well, Najee and Z have the last 19 for the Pels. Trey's got a good look.
Set play. Set play. So much attention is on Zion.
Trey, quick catch and shoot.
And you can hear their coach screaming when Zion gets that ball, go, which means go hit it, go double him, get the basketball out of his hands. That's a great play by
and save.
B.I.
CJ, beautiful pass.
You said it, Joe. It's pace to the race.
Yep.
You can hear him saying, go get him. Now, good luck.
Z.
Good luck.
Got there again.
When he catches the ball in the middle of the floor like that with that much space, there's not a man in this league that can keep Zion Williamson from getting to where he wants to get.
In the post. Z going to the
You can hear their coach from here screaming, go, 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 the moment that Zion caught that basketball.
Meaning blitz trap.
Right. And the thing is, you can't rely on the bench to come in and flip the game every time. Sometimes the starters, you got to come out and you got to bring it at the start of the game and at the start of the third quarter.
On the roll. Extra pass, Jose. He beats him out there. Man, is it going to be taken away? No. CJ.
And you know that's good. It's good. You know why? Because think about how many times throughout the course of the season you've said, wow, that is a big shot and a much-needed shot by C.J. McCollum.
Z gets the switch, spins on Aptia, and gets the floater. Zion up to 24. So the tallest of the officials, and it should be a good one. It's controlled.
A lot of time.
Yep. Now, can he get it off in time? Yep.
Wow.
Zion all the way to the rack.
I tell you, he plays with a completely different pace with the basketball in his hands.
Jose comes up with a steal. He's got Naj on the trail. And
Z, he'll get there. Pass by 3. Quick touches in
Tell you what,
transition.
he took that power dribble. He took that power dribble.
Z going away. Going hard.
He put Marvin Bagley. He got Marvin Bagley in jail right now. He got him in prison.
Ball's going to come in on the side. Z's 12 of 17. Shares it. Jose. And
Good job.
Rolls it home.
Great job.
Hip check. Trey. He's due. How about a 3?
Again.
Back to a half dozen. Diaz got space. Real short. Air ball.
And that's the shot that you want. You're okay with that shot right there.
And you've got numbers. Jose.
Good decision.
Early
Good decision.
in the shot clock.
Right. Good decision.
Now Z right past Kispert. He got there.
Good decision, Jose.
8-point game. Z looking for space. He'll get home.
And that's the thing. You want him to be more aggressive. I understand that they're coming to double team, but you have to really attack Denny Aggie.
Z waits. Clear out there. Past Avida. Off the window.
Yeah, if they can't stop him, Zion, you have to be ultra aggressive in this last 4:45.
And a final shot coming up for Jordan Poole and Washington. And it's now official. All-Star break is here, and the Pels are 11 over 500.
Hey, yo, Retro! Send us in the All-Star break correctly.
From the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Space City Home Network presents Houston Rockets basketball. As tonight, fresh out of the All-Star break, the 24-30 Rockets look for a fresh start as they also look to take the season series away from the 33-22 New Orleans Pelicans. There goes Zion Williamson, one of the best downhill and paint scorers in the entire league.
It's unbelievable how quick Zion is for his size.
Zion, the big body, the bump, the shot, and the make.
We talked about Zion's touch.
Oh, nice, but it was broken up there by Jones. He'll run the floor, he'll attack Şengün, and he finishes through contact.
What a difference Fred VanVleet's impact makes. I know he hasn't been doing too much scoring, but Rockets came out ready.
That's the second for New Orleans and the first for Valanciunas. Hop, drop, and score for Williamson. Shot clock is off. Williamson. Marshall. Got it. Williamson to Alvarado. That's another 3.
Rockets loading up on the strong side, and Zion's making that extra pass. That's 6 points there, and trying to force him to be a passer.
Of course, we'll come up with the results of that poll question later on in the show, and 1 for Williamson.
You see how unique Zion is.
And an easy deuce for Alvarado.
Rockets have to get some offense going. They've been bailed out with the 3 ball.
Yep, and now they're playing really deep into the shot clock. And VanVleet absolutely has that shot obliterated, but he also got hit on the back of the head. They have numbers. Just skipping through the lane was the big man, Zion Williamson. Şengün now joins Thompson with 11 points in the game as the Rockets' 2 leading scorers. And 1. And Valanciunas taps himself the rebound. Double-double for him. 17 and 11. And then he knocks down his second 3 of the game. He is having himself quite the night. Rockets only shooting 38%. Another one at the rim.
They're attacking Şengün. They're trying to get that low pick and roll.
Timeout here. Wow. Zion Williamson. The Rockets are just getting crushed in and around the rim in this game. Back to Zion, working on Brooks one-on-one. Backs him down, spins baseline, throws it up and in.
That's good defense, but
and he hit him with a too small. In Astros baseball. Getting underway here in just a couple of days. Right here on Space City Home Network as Murphy buries the 3 after a tough shooting start for him, knocks it down. 24 for Zion. The average is 24 against Houston to Zion Williamson. A lot of really good teams out west.
man. It's tough. Tate comes in the game, and he's already rolling.
Unfortunately for the Rockets, their road issues continue. They're going to fall to 5-22 away from home and 24-31 overall as they have now dropped their 15th game in their last 21.
Pels basketball on Bally Sports New Orleans, all brought to you by Smoothie King. Second of a 3-game homestand for the Pels, and also the second of a back-to-back set as they face for the first time this season a beast from the East, the Miami Heat.
So he got the switch, trying to get to the baseline on the reverse.
You got to find a way to get some easy ones.
Z, he missed Jonas, but he finds him.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, he missed him first, and Jonas, nobody accounted for him. Yeah, Miami does a good job at the defensive end of the floor. Jose, a deep three. Air ball. Jordan saves it. Z off the window. Good pass by Larry. Real quick response.
You're going to get good looks. It just comes down. Look at this wall.
Yep. And
I like what D did, because he took his time and he was patient in walking Jimmy Butler backwards.
And didn't over-penetrate.
Right. Sometimes the best move you can make is no move at all.
It's her. Needed. Corner three.
And these are the shots that they're willing to give up. These are the shots that are open.
Good take. And
again, you're running this pick and roll with Zion. Sometimes it's best to just be simple.
Z on the flip. Doesn't get the roll.
He's figuring some things out.
And he's also getting upset.
Watch the contact they allow here, though. Watch the contact that they allow here. Good pass.
Beautiful pass.
Good pass, Zion. Good pass, Zion.
And you go to the locker room all even. So Jimmy Butler's going to take Z. Go to the post.
But they're going to come double.
Yeah, now the clear out.
Right, they're going to collapse.
Got their leg, gets the roll. Yes. Pels take the lead for the first time tonight. Z up against Bam Adebayo this time, not Jimmy Butler. Leaves it, what a pass. And Jonas puts the Pels back up by one.
It's a good call, Joe. Good call. And Jonas is doing a great job in playing in that dunker spot, so Jovic can't help as much.
Najee with an inside of 10 on the shot clock. Bounced around. Hawk again. Got to go. And Z will go.
Oh, wow.
Back at it.
I tell you, if he gets his hands on it, it's his. That's a great pass by Jordan Hawkins, though. And good job of Zion not panicking as the shot clock was winding down.
Dribble handoff. And Jordan gets it.
Space.
10 of the shot clock. Right. It's going to a strong side. And the runner off the window. Zion up to 21. It's going to be required that he gets 25 or 30 tonight. Hawk on the run out.
He has the whole left side to attack.
And good setup. Robinson Earl. Got it! Even at 86. Z all the way to the hole.
This dude is a problem.
He's right by.
He is a problem.
Z drops it in. Larry off the glass. Back to 7. Gonna be Trey. Gotta go. Now a little bit strong to say the least, and not get it across the line. And Miami takes care of it again at the Pels' expense. So the Pels will fall to 11 over 500. Miami goes to 6 over 500 at 31-25. Pels basketball on Bally Sports New Orleans, all brought to you by Smoothie King. It is the last game of the homestand for the Pels. Also the third over 4 nights for the Pels, taking on the well-rested Chicago Bulls for the final time this season. Now Zion up against Caruso. Shares it. Brandon Ingram, equalizer, yes!
And you know what was interesting is when a guy is out with any sort of illness whatsoever, obviously BI's was not COVID illness, you want to see if he has the legs needed on those long shots.
Brandon beats Kobe White. Thought he'd go with the mid-range. Instead, great passes right. And looked like Zion thought he got contact. They let it go. An early lead for the Pels. They got a box. It'll be Matt Ryan. How about a corner three?
Great job of Matt Ryan relocating.
Caruso moving his feet well. Z on the flip, and he's going to the line.
And you know, I like him in the middle of the floor.
Zion. Quick catch and shoot.
Speaking of shooters.
Pels needed it big time.
I like this right here. I like this right here.
2-man?
No, just getting the ball to Zion under here so he doesn't have to fight all the pressure.
Catch and shoot, Matt Ryan.
Right.
How about another?
It's different because once you put him on the box, now he doesn't have to fight the pressure to get there.
Carter. Coming up real short. And 2 of you. In transition. Herb. Catch and shoot. Okay. That's 8 triples and a timeout for Billy Donovan. Z off the high screen.
Right there. This is where you want to get him.
Up against DeRozan.
Right. This is where you want to get him the basketball. That's why.
Corner 3.
That's why. Yes.
A lead.
You get him the ball in the box or get him the ball right in the center where he can survey the entire floor and collapse their defense without even putting that ball on the ground.
Get the switch. Got to clear the space. Herb and a great pass. It'll be Zion. Herb with a nice bounce.
You're right. That is a great pass. You can see what the Bulls' game plan is. It's to pressure the basketball. Nice, see? And that's what you do with pressure. Don't play with it.
Beat it.
Right, beat it. Don't play around with pressure.
You know, in the first quarter, we got a little sloppy, and they were able to get out in transition, take care of the basketball, establish our half-court defense, and make a good run.
Brandon's got DeRozan. Sets it up for Herb. Corner 3. Too strong, but a back tap. And Z gets home. That's all Trey.
Great start to the second half here.
Trey Murphy. He kept it alive. Extra pass, Herb, corner 3.
Right, it's not difficult. Just because they're playing out of control doesn't mean that you have to return and play out of control.
Good to your set. And a great look outside. Stays out. Got a good box out. As Trey now has his 10th, matching his career high. And rebounds. Matt Ryan, mid-range this time. Okay. Pels back on top.
I'm telling you, if I'm a guard and I'm playing with Zion, I'm using him in dribble handoff action and screening action every time because they don't want to leave him. Look at the Subu right now on
Brandon.
On BI.
Good setup. Herb, corner 3. Got it. 3-point game. Clutch. 16th triple of the night for the Pels. Subu with his 3rd triple. 21 points on an efficient 8 of 14. Z gets there. Goes to the line. Trey's trying to get there. Z's got into the box now and creates his own.
Again, Joe, this is what I said earlier. That's the best place for Zion to go to work tonight.
And Chicago gets a huge road win at the expense of the Pels.
This is New York Knicks basketball, and we're live at Madison Square Garden for the 35-23 Knicks against the 34-24 New Orleans Pelicans.
Hart trying to go coast to coast, blocked by Williamson. Impressive rejection, and Hart is shaken up. Josh Hart kicks it out in the corner. DiVincenzo wide open, but can't get it to fall. Jordan Hawkins, the rookie from UConn, won the national championship last year, getting his first minutes. Najee Marshall as well. Williamson drives and scores.
There's the power and finesse all in one. That's what makes him so unique.
Williamson gets inside easily off the glass. He's got an excellent handle. That is so important for him getting into the paint and finishing. Williamson out. Herb Jones right back inside. Williamson posting up, kicks it out. Wide open three-pointers, good. There's Williamson, who's averaging over 5 assists per game, setting up Herb Jones. Once again, the post up. Hawkins bangs that one in. He started off a house of fire earlier, especially in January. He was knocking down threes from everywhere. He's cooled off a little bit, but he's a great young shooter. Williamson flips it up, can't get it, gets the rebound again, back up, bangs it home. His second jump is superb.
Nice. Brute strength there, too. Just wrestled that away from Josh Hart.
Valanciunas has McBride on him. McBride saying he got hit. Williamson, the offensive rebound, foul and one. We compound the mistake, and Achua picks up his second. Williamson, a crossover, gets inside. A man that size to have that quickness is just unfair for the opponent. Matt Ryan, the young man from White Plains, Iona Prep in New Rochelle, he's in the game. He's an excellent three-point shooter. Lets it fly right on cue and knocks it down.
Natty ice.
Shot blocked by Williamson. McBride tries a three and connects. Deuce McBride. A big bucket for the Knicks as they try and stay close, back within 7. Williamson, head down, drives, layup, count it, and a foul. Just too strong. And that burst of speed of Bogdanovich, 17 points in 21 minutes. Marshall looking, goes down low to Williamson, and an easy layup. Well, this wasn't fun for the Knicks, but they knew it was not going to be easy. An impressive showing from the Pelicans. Zion Williamson, but he had plenty of help. Trey Murphy, Brandon Ingram.
Gainbridge Fieldhouse here in Indianapolis with the fans filing in to witness witness the wonder of some of the top young talent in the NBA. And we've got a classic clash of high-scoring offense and low-tolerance defense as we welcome you to NBA Courtside, presented by DoorDash. Zion Williamson, scoreless so far in 6 minutes, and that'll end that.
That's just great offense and great defense.
Zion defended right now by Turner. Jones gets it back to Zion, and that time he's up in the air first.
And operating a little pick and roll there with Herb Jones, who you have to play honestly now because of the growth of his game offensively.
Well, McConnell and Herb Jones were really chattering away at one another as New Orleans was bringing the ball up the floor, and now that's a couple buckets in a row for Zion, and Rick Carlisle wants to talk about it. Clippers moving into their new uniforms, their new logos, and their brand new Intuit Dome. We'll see how that takes off. Williamson, aggressive since that last timeout prior to this one, and he's hit 3 in a row. Brandon led the Pelicans, 11 points. Zion with 9 on 4 of 12 shooting. Here is Williamson down the lane, swooping in with the left.
That attack, though, Beth, is different from what we saw, particularly in the first quarter, where it was straight lines by Zion. This is the same thing that happened in the third quarter. You chip into the deficit, and then you don't get back and give up easy baskets. Now that one we like.
That one's better. Assist Williamson to Murph. Smith, in and out. It's a really good three-point shooting team against one of the best 3Ds, and Williamson skies for the Marshall lob, and Zion rattles the rim. Shot clock's winding down. Matherin, oh, sweet fake. Got Herb Jones to lean the other way and floated over Zion.
It's a beautiful ball fake, great footwork, great patience to wait for the defender to get out of the way.
Williamson attacks Smith.
Woo. The power and the strength.
And one opportunity for Zion. Matherin. Boy, his confidence is so high of late. Getting that opportunity, picking up some more minutes as a starter with their injuries. McCollum responds for 3.
Point Zion.
Williamson with the left hand up and in. Zion now with 20.
And that's just a tough move. You can see some of that grit we saw in the second quarter when Zion got frustrated.
Hawkins kicks it back out to Zion. Wide open look, got it. Triple for Zion. The final score, Indiana 123, New Orleans 114.
Pels basketball on Bally Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. Pels are back on the road. It's the start of a 3-game trip. All 3 teams from the Eastern Conference. As tonight, the Pels wrap up their season series with the Raptors. Z trying to get there, and he will. Barges his way to the front of the rim.
That was violent.
On the handoff. Z again. Ben leaves it off. Good pass. Herb, corner 3.
You know what it is. Since January 1st, leading the NBA in three-point percentage.
3 minutes gone by. Had a good start. Yeah, the Pels are down by 2. Z on the run to the baseline. And right into Olynyk, who didn't want to take it as he was backpedaling, maybe
That's
even moonwalking.
Because he's not used to being in a position to rim protect.
Right. Zion beats Barrett. Going to the hole. Rolls it home.
The thing is, Zion has a familiarity with R.J. Barrett. That's a nice steal.
Yes,
that's a nice steal.
Najee.
He has a familiarity with R.J. Barrett's ability to defend or lack thereof because he played with him for an entire season.
Gilders, 31-year-old, 5th overall in 2011 by Toronto and spent his first 7 seasons with the Raptors.
He may look like a John Wick character, but he is the nicest dude that you will ever meet. He really is. He is a great teammate.
Yeah, he's a classic is what he is. Now in his 12th year, we're fortunate he's a Pell. Z with Jonas.
Great pass.
Real good. And another dime for Z. Pels by 21. On the spin and flip. Nice touch.
I tell you, when you got them calling timeouts like this, it means you're doing something right.
Good look.
And now you just got to continue to play the way that you've been playing as far as ball movement and pace is concerned.
Pels ready. And a nice pass over the top to Z on the back door. CJ now 1 for 6 on his triples. And look out on the takeaway. Zion!
Words of the Chappelle Show, you better hide your kids.
Barrett with Olynyk. And step through, blocked away by Larry. Pels by 25. Corner three, you said it. Got the dive.
Great pass. Great pass. Good job of Zion slowing down, downshifting that half court, and then surveying the entire court.
Barrett. Nice play by Olynyk to set it all up and well timed.
Kelly Olynyk's a really good passer. Whether it's from the high post or from the elbow. Great pass, see?
Yeah, I said you saw it about 6 on the clock, and CJ was out here shooting. See, with Jonas, corner three. Okay, back where it started. You feel good for him, and he's into double figures.
There's that wall again.
Trey. Another.
That's not the guy to wall off of.
7 of 9 from beyond the arc.
You can build a wall and cheat off certain guys.
Look at
that ain't him.
Remember, the Pels won 15 games on the road all of last season. With a win tonight, they're going to be 19 and 13 away from home. Trey Murphy.
Okay, listen, I don't know what else he has to do. Somebody tell Grady Dick to stop putting a wall up with Trey Murphy.
And a corner for Quickly. Olynyk, good hands. It'll be Quickly's floater. Doesn't get the roll. And Jonas will get the board. The lob. See, yes! What a pass! Jose on the dime. Largest lead of the game for the Pels.
Throw it to the Canadian flag and trust Zion to go get it.
And Zion at the other end just blocked Barrett from behind. Now Z sets it up. Corner three. Got it!
I'll say it now, Joe.
Incredible.
Clickety-clack. Clickety-clack.
Don't forget, the Pels came into the game. Their defensive rating was 6th, and this isn't going to hurt them at all.
Not at all.
In defensive efficiency. Offensively, they were at 12th overall and put the game away decisively in the first 24 minutes of play. It is the middle game of the 3-game trip against Eastern Conference teams for the Pels. As tonight, they try to sweep the season series. We've not been able to say that for a long, long time. Trying to sweep from the Philadelphia 76ers. Man, Buddy Hield, a little flat and short on his first attempt. 6th overall for the Pels. Z getting there all the way to the hole.
I tell you, it is so his ability to go by guys that are accustomed to guarding guards.
Corner three, Brandon Ingram, and the lead.
It's a great pass by Z.
He's coming off a 9-assist game, and that's in limited minutes.
He draws so much attention.
Pels have started the game 3 for 8, yet they're up as Z on the flip gets to the rack again. Zion with his second bucket of the game. It's Buddy Hield with Lowry and the shot clock. Buddy will get it off.
I love the call by Willie Green, though. Coming out in a zone.
Right.
Because you know Nick Nurse spent,
Goodbye.
You know Nick Nurse spent the entire time scripting the play, preparing for man.
Right. Z, I'll bet on him on the jump, even though KJ Martin's. Here's Notch for 3. Another. Man, Pels, they had 42 in the first quarter last game, 48 in the first quarter the game before. As
another steal.
That was Z who took it away. Paul Reed blocked away.
It's a great block by Z.
So Zion.
Here's the Boo Birds.
Yeah, Zion will pick it up against Tobias Harris. Goes away from the pick. He's going to get home. All the way to the rack.
They let him roll the ball all the way to half court.
That made a lot of sense. Inside out for Buddy Hield. Target practice, not that time though. And he had a pretty clean look by his standards. But he has struggled. Buddy Hield now is 2 for 10, 2 for 9. And see, what an adjustment after losing the handle. Lowry looked like he got a piece of it. Final 90 seconds. Z all the way to the hole and to the free throw line. They relaxed. He burned him. Payne. Man leaves it. Can't ball watch. Blocked away by Zion. What a recovery.
It's a great block by Zion.
Incredible. Brandon's got it. And you can use some clock, although Larry's there. Zion found him.
It's simple.
Right.
You don't
Break
have to dribble the basketball.
Break the trap. Now Z. Off the pick. Man, right to the hole. Nice pick by Brandon Ingram.
The thing is, put your 2 best players in action, Joel.
Bring it across, and the Pels will escape. As Jose brings it back out. And they will sweep the season series from Philadelphia, win in this building for the first time since 2016. And also
go a season-high 13 games over the 500 mark.
From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to Hawks basketball. Tonight, East meets West as the Atlanta Hawks play host to the New Orleans Pelicans, and we're live at State Farm Arena downtown. Zion Williamson draws Sadiq defensively right to the basket.
And he puts that left shoulder down, and you're not going to stop him.
And a good steal by Krejci. He streaks to the other end, and that's rejected by Zion Williamson. He came out of nowhere to get that one. You don't even see Zion in the screen until the last second.
Well, he just times this just right, but you know the good thing about that block is, Bob, the Hawks still get it back.
It ended up about 6 rows deep. Zion to the glass again. The length of the Pelicans really coming to the fore as this game unfolds. Hunter, short, kept alive by Bruno, but into the hands of Jose Alvarado, the former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. Gets it back from Zion. Alvarado has, what a story. Has he carved out a niche for himself or what?
I love that little guy. What he brings is energy, that spark plug off the bench.
Pelicans lead at 24-18, and they are running, and Zion flies to dunk it home.
Oh, man, you get off the floor. All right, so Hawks are in a zone defense.
Trying to keep Zion out of the paint. Murphy lets it fly and hits another one.
If he's hitting shots like that, the Hawks going to have to change their defensive strategy.
Hunter lost the dribble. Taken away by Zion. Zigzags on Bruno. Lobs it. Flush by Murphy. Timeout Atlanta. Trey Murphy, 18 points. Cross court to McCollum. CJ. Back around to Ingram. Post up Zion. Oh, the big man can motor in that post.
He moves you around. You're not going to move him. You know, the only thing you do is get some help to come a little early.
61-50 New Orleans. In the middle of Zion to the basket.
Well, again, if you're going to have your big guy on the wing or the perimeter and Zion Williams going to the basket, you're not going to stop him.
So, next man up, Beats back in the game, and the 3 ball is good.
Murray's just been on.
This guy is unreal. 26 for Trey Murphy. Off the turnover, Zion.
Oh, he is a finisher at the basket, isn't he?
After the Pelican timeout, Najee Marshall gets it in the middle to Nance. He gets it over to Zion for the dunk.
There is nothing you can do about that. Once he gets in the paint like that, he's going to finish it.
Beat tried to give it back. Pelicans take it away, and they run it out with Zion.
And it hasn't been too often in this league.
He is tremendous on the open court.
That size. The last guy you saw that athletic is Charles Barkley in the open floor.
Zion tees up Alvarado. And Jose back in Atlanta drains a 3.
That little guy is something.
Zion.
Oh, my
man,
God.
It's just a freight train coming at you.
He is a load.
Well, Zion's still in there, and he's still dunking.
He is a terror.
A reverse split. The Hawks won in New Orleans, and the Pelicans win tonight in Atlanta.
Pels basketball on Bally Sports New Orleans, all brought to you by Smoothie King. Pels finally back home after facing 3 teams from the Eastern Conference, all on the road. Well, now they come home, and it's another one in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers of Cleveland.
Donovan Mitchell is so incredibly skilled, man.
Z up against Allen, curls it home.
And that's the thing. Jared Allen is a great secondary shot blocker, but if you can get Z in action with the opportunity to get that shoulder into his chest to negate his ability to block shots.
Takeaway, Herb all over Donovan Mitchell that time. Z going to the rim, follow your own. Covered inside for Zion. It'll be Mitchell, mid-range, real short. Penalty, loose foul, a break, went Brandon. Z going the distance, all the way to the hole in the foul.
And you know what you love what Brandon Ingram did? This is, for me, Joe, point guard is not a skill set, it's a mindset.
Z up against George Niang, who's already got 2 fouls. Inside he goes, doesn't get the roll, and gets it back in.
He's playing through it all, that's all right.
Z's got 12 already. Almost take it away. They've got a good defensive presence on Trey, and that's Karis LeVert. Z's going to get there. Yeah, when he brought Allen that far from the basket, Garland, yeah, Z's got it.
And Najee did a great job of taking away.
Z on the run, all the way to the hole.
Right. It's the little things, Joe. It's the little things. It puts you in a position to get out in transition.
Z, a little runner, got the roll. So 2.5 minutes gone by in a 13-point deficit. Zion up to 18 and 7. Garland left-handed.
See, this is what I mean. You run them off the three-point line and you're okay.
On the trail, Brandon. Good pass for Z. And, oh, that's a bad fall. Oh. He's going to the line, but you could hear it over here. Awful fall, and hopefully he's okay. Long rebound, Herb's got it. Gets it in a hurry for Zion. Zion on the run.
That's
gets
pretty.
the roll.
That's pretty. And now the defense, again, the defense is turning into offense.
Z held up, and he'll go to the line. You can't get back in a game when you're giving up layups, as we both know. Z'll get there, and good finish. Not easy. Zion with the bucket brings it back to 21. He's up to 28. Donovan Mitchell on the reverse, blocked away. So now close the game the right way and build on
carry
it for the
some momentum.
Right. Zion to the finish, Trey on the drive.
I'm with you there, Joe.
And look at the speed on the dribble and the bounce. Yeah, Garland set it up for Donovan Mitchell. So Garland's 24, Mitchell's 27. And a good catch by Zion. He'll get another. Now, the big question is, can they keep these two together? So a 21-point win. And a real impressive performance by a team. If they get the right matchups, they could go to the conference finals in the East.
Pels basketball on Valley Sports New Orleans. All brought to you by Smoothie King. Middle game of a critical 3-game homestand for the Pels. And they match up with the team a spot in front of them in the Western Conference standings. As close as it gets as they face the Los Angeles Clippers.
Herb threw it right to Terrence Mann. He's got Highland in the corner spacing. He's going to take it himself. Blocked away. Z from behind. Floor is spaced now. Brandon trying to get to his spot. Finds Z. First bucket of the game. And Coffee, as I mentioned, he's having a breakthrough year from beyond the arc. Catch and shoot. Trey, right back at
Great play. Kawhi Leonard's trying to build a wall, right? He comes off that slow, and then you can't do both. You can't build a wall and then get over that flare screen that's being set by for Trey Murphy.
Tice, the guy that can make the three, and strong on that one. So they brought P.J. Tucker basically out of the mothballs for this one. He has not played a lot at all. Frustrated. Catch it, shoot, Trey, got it!
I tell you, yes. It was nice to see Trey knock down his first one. That second one, he didn't bring that ball down.
And Paul George lost it. Good job by Larry. They're going to find the open man potentially. Tyson take it himself, and he can't
And
finish.
I like that because you're putting the onus on someone else to make plays that's not accustomed to making plays.
See on the trail, all the way to the hole. Timeout, Tyronn Lue. Brandon thought about it. You could see he was ready to maybe launch, but it's early in the shot.
You got to look to this side of the floor and look who Zion has on it. Look who Zion has on it right here.
Go fast. Find your space.
Right. Sometimes you got to throw the play out the door and allow the way that the defense is set to orchestrate the way you attack offensively.
2+ to play in the half. Brandon, how about a mid-range back at him? Z after it, took it away from Tucker. He wants to go back up. He will.
That's strong.
He will.
That's strong.
That's
You have to understand when P.J. Tucker is down there, he's going to reach. He's going to be physical, so you almost have to prepare yourself for what's to come.
Now on the handoff. Brandon held up on the double. Good pass inside. And Z got home.
That's a great double flash.
CJ, catch and shoot. Zubac has it, but it's taken away by Zion. Going back to the post. Z gets the finger roll. Boy, that's points off a takeaway. That's big by Z, and he deserved it. He was the one who created the turnover.
Right, he created the turnover, rewarded for it.
Z again, into the post.
And that's the thing. They're going to continue to put Zubac in that screening action. And you see what Zubac did. Now he jumped on the high side.
Yeah, but he'll still get there.
Didn't matter.
Runner works.
Didn't matter. And you can see the frustration on Tyronn Lue's face.
Pels, after starting the game 3 for 12, are down 18 for their last 36.
Came out in the zone.
Yeah, can they continue to get this done? And it'll be Zubac taken away by Brandon up to Herb. Now on the run, Herb with the Euro. Blocked away by Zion. He gets it, but it was Kawhi who blocked it from behind. What can the second unit do? Z's the only starter out there. He's got Kawhi. Shares it. Najee, wing.
That's a very confident shot because Najee just took that shot that barely hit the rim.
Right.
Last possession.
Jose wanted to go back to Z.
Well, you got to flatten out. You got to flatten out and get ready.
Z got there.
God.
Had to adjust in midair. Coffee. Challenge. Got it.
That's a big shot.
1 point game. Or check that. It is all even. Yes, all even at 80. Z, the distance. Got it away in time.
That's 3.5 seconds, Joe.
Man,
3.5 seconds.
Didn't take long. And the Pels will start with the ball. Let's see the first play of the fourth. Larry Nance Jr. out there with Jose, Trey, Najee, and Z, who had 16 of his 27 in the third. He's got Zubac, who's just backpedaling.
It's a great job. It's a great job of, okay, the same thing I just gave Norman Powell credit for, of relocating, not standing and watching. Trey Murphy just did the same exact thing for Zion on this end.
Trey's now 3 of 5 on his triples. A clear out for Paul George's mid-range, and it stays out. It's all going to boil down to, can you get enough stops against this veteran squad? Quick,
I'll tell you what's interesting. Zubac is so far back.
Right.
And what certain players may do in the past is pull up. But Zion uses that space given as a runway.
15 on the shot clock, and Z's back on the floor against Zubac. Going to his strong hand. It pays off.
I'll tell you, he is going to go at Zubac all night.
Portland tomorrow night.
Listen to this. Listen to the Smoothie King Center right now.
Z lowers the dribble.
Listen to the Smoothie King Center right now. Tell him, Z, I got my swagger back.
Now it's time to celebrate. The Pels needed it desperately, and they came through in a playoff type of situation. They win it by 8 and beat the Clips in the season series 3-1. It is the last game of the homestand as the Pels tonight try to go a season high 15 games over the 500 mark, and they try to get it done, matching it up with the Portland Trail Blazers. Blanton, and it'll be kept alive, but picked up. Z getting into the paint. Man, the little flip works.
That touch, Joe. 99% of the time, that's a spin move.
See you later.
99% of the time, that's reviewed. That's looked at. Jose has to be ready to knock this shot down.
Yeah. And Zion going to the line, looking for the three-point play. He was ridden a little bit.
They called the third one. They called the third one, but they made the call.
Z all the way to the right.
I'll tell you what's interesting. It doesn't make a difference if it's a big, if it's a guard. His ability to lower his center of gravity, speaking of that burst, and then do what Zion can only do, it's amazing to me.
Z is already into double figures. He's 5 of 5 with 10 points.
And you know what you hear people say all the time? Well, all you have to do is force him this way.
Z all the way to the rack. Not much Reed could do once he exploded.
No.
Over the top. It's blocked away by Brandon. As Jose tried to front the play. Najee, how about a lob? Z on the receiving end.
Their chemistry, Najee's ability to know where Zion is going, right? Zion gave that ball up with the intention of getting it back.
And Z on the lob.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
How do you get that to crawl over the rim? Z gets it anyway.
You can attack DeAndre Ayton. He's just there.
Here comes Ayton. Switch sides. Najee gets the triple.
It's a great read by Zion. Great read by Z.
Z's got 8. Yeah, right by him. 10-point lead is the biggest of the night. Z, he's got Trey. Wide open for 3.
That's it, right.
So they will be 15 games over the 500 mark for the first time this year. They will also make it their 5th consecutive win over Portland. And they also took care of a team they were supposed to take care of.
And that's important.
Sub
Right.
500.
Sub 500s and taking care of home.
A Tuesday night at Barclays Center. Traffic always buzzing. And we're about to have basketball. Lonnie Walker and the Nets finally back home. Mikal Bridges happy to be here. It's the Nets against the Pelicans in their second and final meeting of the season. Here's Zion laying it in. Here's Williamson. Into the paint, soars to the cup. Alvarado drills the three. Zion able to snare and finish. Outstanding grab from Zion Williamson. Zion with the size, muscling through and finishing. 10 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds for Zion Williamson. As Willie Green was talking about before the game, he really can hit any shot and score from anywhere on the floor.
Against anyone.
A key point.
But in all sincerity, you can put more size on him. You can put more quickness. It doesn't matter.
Williamson, again, the second chance opportunities for New Orleans costing Brooklyn in this third quarter. Williamson able to fight through and finish. Williamson banks it in. Nice delivery from Marshall. 25 assists for New Orleans. Marshall looking to shake Finney-Smith. A tough task. Williamson again. The force, the speed, it's uncanny. Marshall lobbing it up. Oh my! Zion Williamson giving Barclays Center a highlight to remember.
Zion Williamson, like he's coming off a trampoline. He gets up. Oh, that was behind him. And just yams that down. But look at this. Behind the back, behind him. The throwback, the finish. Woo. Watch out. That's force. That is force.
Here's Zion again going to work with the touch. Zion Williamson trying to silence any Brooklyn run. The final score, New Orleans 104 and the Nets 91. Brooklyn falling in their lone home game during this stretch of 11 as Kevin Ollie and Willie Green, who are in constant communication with each other.
The road trip continues for the Pels, and tonight the first of a back-to-back. They face the team that is currently in the 5th spot in the Eastern Conference and ascending. That's the Orlando Magic. Zion hits the deck. And the rebound, he'll get it back. Blocked away by Zion after Jonas presented the first opportunity. Herb off the glass. Boy, that's good. Good transition after the defense starts the offense.
We talk about the fact that this is the best version of the Pelicans.
It'll be Z, and stays with it. Can't come down with it, but Herb beats him to the punch. Leaves it. Nice pass. And he's going to the line. Looking to the three-point play. Zion saw that. He'll pick it up. He's got Herb on one side. And going to the line looking for the three-point play on the swipe by Cole Anthony. That's big. Now Banchero. Real short. Final minute of a second 12. Z's got the seal, and he's got the foul on Banchero.
So he grabbed the rim, though.
Right.
Jalen Suggs grabbed the rim.
And that's what Herb is pointing out right now. It should be goaltending, too. Now Z inside the final 10. He beats him, gets there, and finishes. One of the time of the shot clock. Z up against Wendell Carter. And gets it. He wanted a foul. He'll take the bucket. And it's a 7-point game halfway through the third 12.
You have to do, though.
Meanwhile, over on the Magic's bench, Gary Harris back in Orlando's locker room. He will not return to the game either. It is a right foot injury for Harris.
All right, Jen, thank you.
Again, I love the move by Zion.
Z with Isaac. Man.
There one.
Yeah,
That's definitely an error.
Yep, didn't get there in time.
This is what happens, though, Joe. When you start to lower the boom in the people, now that wall starts to come down just a little bit.
Z could send inside and right back at it. Good two-man game between him and Jeremiah. So Trey led the Pels with 21, 5 guys in double figures, but the lack of threes. Only 6 for the Pels, 14 for Orlando. outscored it by 24 from beyond the arc. As the Pels try to make it 9 wins over their last 11, taking on for the final time this season the Detroit Pistons. On the move.
Dead man walking.
Yeah, and a great play by Trey to put it inside again.
Right.
Good entry. Malachi Flynn shares it. Fournier can't ask for a better look. Yeah. Guess who has it? 17 last
Watch
game.
the lob.
There's the lob. There's Z. Pels by 15 with 2 to play.
Who do you throw it to, Joe? Throw it to Jerry West.
I was waiting for
Throw it to Jerry West and allow Zion to go get it. That's an excellent pass by Jose Alvarado.
And Z gets to the cup again on the flip. Pels by 17 early, shooting 65%. Lob, Zion's there for the finish. Good look.
Look who Zion has on him, though. Look who Zion has on him.
Marcus Sasser.
Right.
Go there.
This
Here
is
comes the
automatically
double.
going to bring a double team.
Yep. So Herb's free.
Right.
And nice reverse.
See, the thing is,
skip sides.
And they did a great job of doing this in Miami.
Z splits him out front.
And that's why.
And got home.
See, that's why it's hard to run a zone against Zion, because he can do that anytime you get him in that soft spot of the zone. You just have to slow down and find it.
Zion all the way to the hole, right by Metu.
It's perfect. You can take your time and go 2 for 1.
Yeah, he's got a lane right there.
Again,
nice at home.
He's going left, he's going right. The moment that he gets that shoulder below your hips or gets that shoulder in your chest, it's game over.
Z beats Brown. Beautiful dime. Zion on the setup. Boy, he attracts a little attention.
So we talked the other day about Larry playing out of the dunker spot and making yourself available when you're needed.
Z all the way to the cup. He's now 8 for 8. On the run, yes. Jose, but you know who cleans it up. Z's up to 24 on the make. Now Z goes away and goes to the line looking for the three-point play.
He's a zone killer. He's a zone killer.
Brown taken away by Z. Z on the run all the way to the rack. He's got 31 and 7 with 6 dimes now. He's got it. And he'll get there.
And that's why.
Nice finish.
That's why. When it gets bogged down, you have to go to the guy that they have not shown the ability to even contain. Again, get Zion right back here in the middle of the floor.
He'll finish.
Yeah.
He's up to 36 now on 13 of 14. And now they're, with this win, the season high 17 games over the 500 mark. And they're also now 24 and 14 on the road. And that is seriously impressive.
And to me, that speaks to Zion, B.I., CJ, Jonas Valanciunas being tone setters on the road.
Pels back home for their longest homestand of the season. Going to be a challenging one, to say the least. Starts with the number 2 seed right now in the Western Conference, the Thunder of Oklahoma City. Now, here goes Z all the way to the hole.
Again, we talked about this in the pregame show. Willie's doing a great job at moving Zion all around.
Z got home. Nice. Now Z up against Jalen Williams. He's got a strong side. He'll get there.
Yeah. Because you put Larry in his corner, so Jalen Williams couldn't help.
Degnault first year, 22 wins. 24 second season, 40 last year. Jose off the bench, in the bucket. 1-point game. On the corner 3, Hawk. Got it!
Here's the thing.
Boy, that took a long time.
Yeah, when you put shooting around Zion Williamson against teams that are building a wall, it becomes a pick your poison offense.
Z's gonna get there and curls it home, even with contact. Z held up by Williams. It'll be CJ, he's due. Got it. 9-point game. And Z on the spin, little bank, and it's on the way down. That's a break, because I think that was going to be short.
I agree.
What kind of look is it going to be? Z, and all the way into Holmgren with contact. It'll be CJ, deep one, got it. Maybe that'll start it. Gordon Hayward back in there.
Because you always know Chet Holmgren somewhere around.
It'll be CJ, another. Got it. He's warming up. Pels back within 13.
Now you got Zion with a double-double. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists.
It's turned over. Hayward thought he was hit. He's behind the play. You got a 5-on-4, right.
Got the 4 out of bounds.
All the way to the hole. Glides his way home. Pels back within 4, 12 straight. Jose's back out there, and he was good in the first 12 minutes.
Number 1 has to touch this ball.
And he does, and he goes all the way to the hole.
Number 1 has to touch this ball. When you put him in the middle of the floor, with the opportunity to survey and attack quickly, completely completely different Zion.
Z on the run, all the way to the hole. It's all even at 99.
That could have been an and one as well.
Yes, it'll be Giddey. He's already got a career best in triples. Dort for the lead, makes it. 115-112. That was a carry. So the season series taken by Oklahoma City as they win down the stretch by 7 and get the last run of the game. Don't forget that. And tonight, the Pels get ready for their second of the longest homestand of the season. A 6-game stay at home. And they're taking on the team with the second best record in the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks. Herb on the run. He's got Z. Nice work.
Beautiful play.
Nice work right away.
Beautiful play off the jump.
Put him in no man's land. Z's got it. Flips it home. And he got a shove as he went up on the hip. And he looked back at Andy Nagy. Z right to the cup. It's all even at 19. Now Trey with Z. And slices his way to the cup.
So explosive. Gosh, so explosive.
Z's going there. And Herb's going to a corner 3.
Again, yes. Get familiar with Herb Jones. It's not just the defensive side of the ball.
CJ's got space in the corner 3. Yes!
And it's the perfect time because now you have 7.7 coming back.
Lillard, he got there. Blocked away by Z. Giannis is blocked, but they're going to call the foul on Jonas.
You want Zion to get back to being aggressive.
And go to the rack. Trying to get there.
That's being aggressive. Right, that's being aggressive. Because I felt like he's bailed them out a couple times by being passive and getting rid of that ball.
Now Z out of the timeout. He's got Giannis trying to get there. Here comes Lopez. Banks it home.
And if we talk about Willie Green's ability to move Zion all over the floor.
Z, little flip over and gets a roll over Lopez. Back to a 10-point game. Z goes to the rack and gets the opportunity for the 3-point play. Into Giannis. Extra pass, Herb on the run. Leaves it for Z. Good finish. 8-point lead. And that'll do it. So the Pels respond accordingly. After a real disappointing setback 2 nights ago, losing a 5-point lead inside of 3 to play, they battled back and beat the Milwaukee Bucks.
It's a big W.
It's game 3 of the most important homestand of the entire season. And the Pels take on the team that is #1 in the Eastern Conference. And can the Pels gain a split of the season series with the Boston Celtics? The deflection. Herb starts it off the right way. CJ with Z on the reverse. Not a bad way to begin.
It's only right that Herb Jones starts up the game with a deflection in the steal.
And no contact.
Okay, big fella.
What a take on the reverse by Z. Z on the run. Into Porzingis and going to the line.
So, Joe, speaking of staying anchored, right? Speaking of staying anchored, staying strong.
It's off the knee of Tatum. Z on the run. Yes! CJ on the run with Z, sharing it. And he curls it home again.
Basketball. Beautiful basketball.
Z right around Horford, off the window.
And I love that play, because what they do is they clear that side, they clear the entire side out, and allow Zion to head to his strong side.
Herb, catch and shoot. Got it back. Man, Herb Jones is working the corner 3 well. Just trying to mix things up. Trey Murphy, that is a 30-footer legit. Down to a 4-point game. Trey's got his second triple. Z now. And here comes the double. Got away from it. Still a 16-point game in the opening minute of the 4th quarter. And Z all the way to the cup and got the contact. Makes it a 20-point game with 8:27 to play. It'll be Herb.
That's an air ball.
Yeah. Z was there for the pass.
Yeah. Good pass, Herb.
So the Celtics will snap their 2-game slide. They have not had a 3-game losing streak this season. And they'll beat the Pels by 12. And they travel well because there was green all over the building. Yeah. Game 4 of the Pels season-defining 6-game homestand. As they face for only the 2nd time this season, the Phoenix Suns. Good pass. Good pass by Z.
And it's a good sign that also when Trey Murphy knocks down his first 3 as well. That's where Jonas needs to be.
Move.
Right? That's what I mean. You need to put yourself in that 5 to 7 foot area as opposed to the teams will live with you shooting 3s.
Z, he got there that time.
And that got him, you got him on the move. There, right? You put him in the corner with the pin down, had an opportunity to get him on the move before the Phoenix Suns defense could get set.
It'll be Trey on the catch and shoot. He's got another triple. But if they don't get stops, it'll be a long night. Z the runner, and he gets the roll. So Zion Williamson with the second bucket on his 5th try. He's got 6 with 4 assists. Zion flips it home off the window. Almost 5 minutes in, still a 25-point game. It was 20 at the half. Z and the little runner. Zion Williamson up to a dozen, but he's had to really work. He's now 4 of 11. And Herb Jones takes it away. Trey on the other side. And this time the finish. It's been a struggle at home for the New Orleans Pelicans this year on the deflection. Yep. It'll be picked up on the run. Z protected it and rolls it home. And a timeout for Frank Vogel. Will things pick up? Man, Zion on the run, count it, on the block. Bradley Beal was trying to pick up a charge. Instead, the blocking foul. Here comes Nurkic, and Z beat him to the punch. Down to 18, inside of 4 to play. Can you get it down to 10 or 12 at the end of 3? Man, down if it goes, yes, needed. Now can you get it down to 13 with a make at the free throw line with 5:46 to play, because there is still enough time, as ragged as it has been. Z, man.
Dyson Daniels has played great tonight.
Nice little
Dyson has played great tonight.
Gets another dime there.
Go to work before they can help. Right.
And he will.
Right. Exactly.
An 11-point game. It was a two games in the standings coming in. And Phoenix took advantage of a slow start for the Pels. Outscored in the first 12 minutes, 46-28. That's when you're prepared to play. Only 3 home games left for the Pels. Need to take advantage of the few they have remaining. They close out their season series this evening with the Orlando Magic. Z on the run all the way to the rack. In transition. Pels by 5. Yeah, Z got there.
Right. And what the patience that he showed right there to allow Wendell Carter to build the gate and then get back out to his own and then attack.
Z, he got contact, flips it, gets it. They say Carter was in position. Suggs racing to the hole. Z got there, got a piece of it. Now,
this is where you got to go.
Yep. Z on the spin, gets the roll.
And they have so many bodies to throw at Z.
Z going to the cup and gets the flip. 7-point game with 4 straight. Z picks it up. Now Zion on the run. He's got it. Points off the takeaway. Dice available. 3 ball. Got the roll. A break. Is that an open? 12-point game. It'll be CJ. Got it. Bell's desperate for it. The Magic sweep the season series with a 9-point win in the Big Easy. It is the last road trip of the season, and the Pels try to get the last of their season set with the Phoenix Suns.
And this is where Jonas has to hang around right where he's at right there. That's why. That's why, because you become a threat.
And gets the roll. It's Herb. He's got Grayson Allen behind him. Good job
now
putting on the brakes.
Now you got to attack Nurkic's head.
Man.
You got to go in his head.
Went right at him.
Right. If you ever get that opportunity where you see Nurkic at the top of the key on Zion Williamson, you got to space out. But if you're Z, you got to attack before that double comes.
Z got there, gets the roll. Second bucket of the game for Zion. 3 minutes gone by.
Now just keep your eyes on Yusuf Nurkic. Keep your eyes on Yusuf Nurkic, because he's going to be a help guy.
And a nice toss, nice little flip. And you saw Z point to the official on the baseline. He's underneath. Kevin Durant wanted to go back to Nurkic. Blocked away by Z. Pels only down 3 with the basketball. 3 ball, too strong. And Z took it away. Trey's got a great look. It's all even.
Stay the course.
Tied at 33.
Stay the course.
Make it 36. Who's counting? Now Z on the run up against Nurkic. He's got some room. Spin to the baseline. He'll take it himself and get it. 4-point lead, biggest of the game for the Pels. Bradley Beal gets the switch. And Larry gets right in front of him. He'll step through. Blocked away by Z.
If you can get under Devin Booker, it's completely different. Good cut.
Yeah.
Good cut.
And Dice on the finish because Nurkic is cheating.
That's simple basketball right there.
Jose asking.
Read the room. Good cut. Good
Dice
cut.
Gets the floater again.
Excellent adjustment by Willie Green and his coaching staff.
Now Zion on the move. Little 10-footer. Yes!
This is the shot This is the shot that we've been talking about, that he needs to shoot more on a consistent basis.
Do you mean the shot we've been begging for?
Right.
CJ, tough 3. Coming up short. Z took it away.
I see you,
Got
young
it right
man.
back from Eubanks.
I see you, young man.
Took it away. Pels by 5. Beal looked like a throwaway. Blocked away by Zion. What a stop. Now Z up against Devin Booker.
Space it out.
Z on the run, gets the roll. Pels back up by 1. Zion up to 21. Now Beal on his way to the rack. And Euros his way. Blocked away by Z. What a time for a block.
Pull up, Trey.
Trey on the run up against Booker. Leaves it off. Z's got it. All the way to the cup. I don't want it. You take it. He will. Pels by 5.
Zion defensively tonight, he has done a great job at using that athleticism and contesting shots at the rim.
Now take advantage inside of 5. Z's 15-footer. Got it! I love it. That's big. Durant blocked away.
Again.
Z with it again. His 4th block of the game.
This is what has stood out to me. It's the defensive side of the ball more than anything else.
Z, he got the switch to Nurkic. Should be able to go by him. He will. Hammers it home.
I tell you what, is there a better day than Sunday to baptize somebody, Joe? I don't think so.
Game. Z thinking about the pull-up. Can he keep it alive? Yes. CJ, the floater.
Yes,
got
sir.
it! Huge! Pels by a half dozen. Minute 40 to play. Z.
Go to work.
Yeah, you got to go to work. Z's going to get there. Floater. Got the roll! Zion with the clutch bucket. Up by 6. Timeout Phoenix.
I tell people all the time, you don't realize what a freak of nature this young man is until you see him play live. And Zion just walked to the bench and told the team, I got you. I got you. He was amazing tonight on both sides of that basketball. Man.
And we saw the mid-range jumper.
You saw a lot today, Joe.
Right.
You saw a lot today.
And the confidence is growing in the game away from the rim as well.
And now what this does, Joe, this leaves that 6th spot open.
After a successful start to the road trip, Pels try to make it 2 straight. They match up at the final time of the season with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And the reverse, Z got there.
Don't much matter, I guess.
Good handoff to Z. Up against Jabari Walker. If it's ISO, it's one-on-one. He's going to the line. How often has Z got one-on-one?
But here's the thing, though, Joe. We talk about the progression. You talked about it in the open. He's not at the rim. Look where he's shooting this from.
Right.
He's shooting that from the dotted line.
Rotaire.
That's a good block.
Yeah. Z got a piece of it, I believe. On the run, Trey up against Murray, and he finger rolls it home. 5 straight for Trey, down by only 3. Z going to the hole and stays with the play. Pels back within 8.
What Zion did, he didn't hang around at the 3-point line. He cut and made himself available.
Z, and there's contact. And he flips it home. He beats Jabari Walker, who rubs him on his way to the rack. Trey, beautiful pass. Z on the finish. Trey with a good decision. The handoff for Banton. He lost it, went right to Z. Z held up. He'll go the distance and the hammer. Timeout, Chauncey Billups. Points off the turnover. And right now, it's 29-7 Pels and plus 22 off mistakes.
James Borrego spoke this to existence. He said it's going to start on the defensive side of the basketball. The biggest difference between this first half and this second half is the Pels' attention to detail and disruption defensively.
It'll be Banton coming up short. Yes, but Minaya blocked away by Z from behind. Coming up short, Herb, 1 and done. Jose will bring it up.
That's a good pass.
Yeah, and a good pass up ahead. Look for him. He found him. Advance it. And the Pels holding another opponent under 110. So that makes them 35-6.
Welcome to the capital of California, and good evening from Sacramento. Playoff implications in this one for the New Orleans Pelicans and the Sacramento Kings.
Our last 10 or 12 games, we've been preparing for the playoffs. Every game has had significant meaning in the standings, and our guys have accepted the challenge. Here's a steal by Williamson.
A deflection by Zion. He'll run the other way. He's like a point forward on the floor. Only he's built like Superman, and that's what you got to watch out for, because he is something else on the move. And they kick it in the corner, and a 3 is good, and that is Trey Murphy, who is number 6 in the NBA in 3-point shooting percentage. Zion down low. Sabonis is on him. Across the lane for 2. And a timeout taken by Sacramento. There's a steal. Hold on for Zion. Oh! Crowbars it in for the Pelicans in a terrific 17-0 run.
That's the second steal by Zion.
We have a difference. in three-point shooting of 9 points, and basically right there with the difference. With New Orleans, oh, nice play, offering it up. Williamson just reeled that baby in. He's got 8. Through traffic, McCullough. Williamson outside. It's a 3. Down the hatch it goes. Trey Murphy cans one. Zion Williamson bulldozing inside for 2.
I guess that finger's okay, right? Continues to get to his strong hand, that left hand, that left shoulder.
Williamson tries to take it in on the fly. Got it to drop in a foul. Williamson, Barnes in the way. Holds up at a 14-footer. And Zion Williamson's got 17 for the New Orleans Pelicans. The spinning Williamson finds a gap. Zion Williamson. How can a man that big move that quick with the torque? Gets it up in the Pelicans, back up to 8. The other way they fly. Mitchell had it rejected by Williamson. It's picked up, they go the other way. Murphy in the corner, Alvarado, 3, bullseye!
How about the no hesitation there by Jose Alvarado?
Zion Williamson will collide with Barnes and get the deuce.
He knows he can get any shot he wants if Harrison Barnes is guarding.
Kings are down by 7, intercepted by Williamson. Here comes Alvarado. 3 is good. Jose Alvarado. Difference of 8 seconds. Game clock and shot clock. Decides to make the move and explodes right down the lane. 25 for Zion. Williamson drives into Sabonis. Finger roll no, but got his own miss. Williamson's got it. Monster third quarter, bumping into Barnes. Shot clock at 9. He'll take it in.
So easy. He knows that he can get by Harrison Barnes at any time.
And Williamson will bust it. Splits the defense. Drives inside. The collision with Sabonis. The 2 for Zion Williamson. Williamson was terrific. 31 points. And there's a look at the updated standings.
Why does New Orleans have 27 road wins? They travel with their own Pelican. Tell you what.
Amazing.
He's here. The Pelicans and the Dubs 1-1 in the season series. Tonight is for the tiebreaker. One knocked away. And then Zion cleans it up.
He's just in the right place at the right time. Looney, as soon as he came in, he got a deflection, but bounced right back to him.
Here's Zion sucking up the space to get to that strong left hand.
So good. That's the thing. You want to gap him when you're guarding him, but then he gets momentum going downhill, and with that big body coming at you, that's dangerous. Transition defense is going to be tested. Wow, Zion got him again.
And that 11-point lead's totally gone as the Pelicans tie it up. Call him, how high am I? He missed his first 6 shots, and now he's railed back-to-back 3. Zion attacking on Draymond. He'll flip it in and draw a foul. 3-point play, final 2 seconds. Zion trying to get to that strong left hand. Spins around and flips it up and in. He was 3 of 11 in the first half. Zion soaring in to lay it up and in.
So that's nice. Valanciunas basically set that screen on the restricted circle. Got Andrew Wiggins' layup. He screened Zion. Make him guard that.
Oh, Trey spiked it away. It'll be a goaltend. Zion getting it back down the lane. That's beautifully done.
That's what they were looking for, the switch. They want Draymond off of Zion. And they did it perfectly there. Pods had to switch on to him. Had a bad angle.
Herb Jones hits a 3, so take away the layup and a 3 the other way. 3-point shooting has been remarkable, and it's the reason they have the lead. And Wiggins had that rebound, had it knocked away. Here comes Herb Jones running with Trey Murphy for 3. He is something else. Pelicans are smelling that 6th seed. Zion hits a 3. Now you really know it's their night. Zion thinking about a running start. Here he goes on Draymond to put it up and in and draw the foul.
Finally scored one going right.
Zion again.
Okay, now he's not even having to make monster moves. It's just quick first steps and he's at the rim.
Zion on Wiggins this time and not Draymond. He went right to the rim. The Pelicans, they stay alive for the 6th seed. They deal the Warriors a disastrous blow. And very likely will be the 10 seed and playing the Lakers likely in the 9-10 game.
Good evening from New Orleans as the NBA postseason is here. With the playoffs starting in 5 days, the play-in will help finish the seeding. And any way you look at it, the matchups are fascinating, including tonight. It's the 7-8 matchup with the Los Angeles Lakers playing the New Orleans Pelicans. And Ingram corkscrews one in and taken by Williamson. What a pass and what a finish. Shot clock at 7. Look at this. He's slippery inside. Williamson gets 2, puts it up and in. Alley, good stuff. Williamson explodes down the lane for 2, and he's got 6. Across the lane, Williamson puts it up and in. He is 4 of 5 with 8. Driving inside is Murphy. Rebound Nance. Off to Zion.
What advice did you give to D'Lo and this team about the physicality from Jose, the competitive nature of this matchup?
Meet force with force. Be aggressive.
I love it. Thanks, Coach.
As Zion Williamson just hit one over LeBron James, and Williamson has come out on fire for the Pelicans. Alvarado's on LeBron. The spin, the fake, knocked away. Rejected by Williamson. Here comes New Orleans. A top 4 team in three-point shooting overall. Diving inside. Zion Williamson, what a half. Good feed. Again, he's got the big man underneath Williamson. Second time he's had that beautiful pass right underneath. There goes Williamson down the middle, slashing his way to the hole. Got it.
And the Pelicans this season have been great at guarding that three-point line.
Jones with a 3, answering at the other end. Williamson the other way, driving across the lane, the collision into Davis. Dyson Daniels has it, and Alvarado the other way, cutting is Zion. He'll take it in, the collision, the foul. Williamson shifting gears into the hole. Zion Williamson. 26 for Zion, the crash inside into Davis.
All his points coming in the paint.
What a drive inside.
33 now
for Jones, Williamson, Alvarado 3! Nance to Alvarado, he's got 10. Finds Williamson, pushed from behind by LeBron, the dunk is there. The flush makes it a 2-point game with a chance to tie inside. Zion Williamson! We are tied! Season high 38, Williamson driving inside. McCollum will drive and feed back on top. It's Murphy. A floater on the fly will drop in. It's Reeves, open lane up high. Davis will sledgehammer it in. Reeves drives and feeds, corner 3, Russell, bullseye! What a shot! C.J. McCollum will drive and slash and fire. Delivers!
And now you got the 2-for-1 opportunity.
LeBron sizing him up. James with 5, with 4. James doubled, fade away. Missed it all. Davis got it. Rejected inside. Ball knocked away. Foul. Huge. Timeout taken. With the inbound coming from Jones, it's off to McCollum. The bump by Vincent. The drive for 2. The inbound, James, Reeves, and a foul on McCollum.
Didn't even touch the net, barely.
It's McCollum. Got the screen. Thinks about 3. Inside the Nance. It's McCollum on the inbound. Vincent will defend. And that's it. The Lakers have won. The Lakers are the 7th seed, and they'll take on the champion Denver Nuggets in the first round.